Marry early to avoid insult. God. I've really had a lot in the last
prayed for you.
I've had a lot in the last few hours. So I want to encourage you, even if he's a fool, just follow him. Because it's better to divorce and start again than for you to be like, nobody even picked you at all.
Are you into Bebo?
Keep telling people you have anxiety issues. It's a lie. You are just wicked and mad.
Look, you've done BBL and we're all happy for you. Carry your new bum and go outside.
This is the podcast for you.
I'm not poor. Are you sure? It's because they are vaping. Now everybody's marrying on time.
At your big age.
Wait now.
Do you know that I don't have clean pants to wear tomorrow?
I said what I said. The Unsolicited Opinions podcast starts now.
Please, this is a public place.
This is Jolly Baby coming to you live from age 34.
That's all. That's do you know what? Never mind. That's actually the summary of the whole situation.
This episode.
Jola
what do we do?
Older and wiser, allegedly. And here we all are experiencing it.
Yeah.
You get there, don't worry.
Yeah. Hopefully,
I'm a shit here.
and in better condition.
Amen.
All right, guys. Enjoy the episode.
Bye. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Happy birthday.
Thank
It's
you.
Jola's birthday. This is
Thank you.
commemorative hat.
We both have hats, but we're too vain to have the...
Like, I'm not a baby.
The
A string
string.
cannot be like on my... That's not how... Do you know, so these are the problems I have. Like in life, right? People who make things don't think about like bad bitches because how a baddie's supposed to be putting this string under there. It's not right. So you need to think through your various targets audiences. Do you understand? So anyway, this has to be here for now. So how do you feel now that you're older and wiser? Like, what do you have for us?
Nothing.
That's what I suspected.
I don't have anything.
That is precisely. That is actually precisely what I suspected. I
How
have
much is going on?
to tell you guys the funniest thing. Yesterday night, as we were obviously Sunday, and as we were about to usher in Jola's birthday, all of us knew that the birthday was coming up.
Including the birthday girl.
Everybody knew the
Hopefully.
birthday was coming up. Obviously, you start doing all like birthday singing, cake activities like 11:59, so that ask me why like 11:40 John was already hitting me. Wait, where's all this stuff? I said, excuse me. That's how he now started gingering everybody at like 11:55. Next thing everybody
He didn't
started
just
singing.
ginger. He
was
waved
waving his hand
and
that
started
everyone
like
should.
this.
So everyone now started singing. All of us were like, it's 11:55.
So the boys started singing, and Fekemi and Tomini started screaming, it's not the time! It's not time! Why are you doing that? It's not time! I was like, guys.
I was just like, no, but think about it. If you start singing Happy Birthday 11:55, do you know how many songs you have to sing for us to get to midnight? You have to join. He's a jolly, she's a jolly.
You
good
guys,
fellow.
it was so
How I was just
funny.
like, this is my problem with men.
It sounds silly, but it was so funny. And then John now said no. I said, okay, let's sing now. John said no, he's not singing his own to 12:10 since we don't appreciate. Was a whole... No, my friends they're actually insane.
And so we had to redo
people.
everything. And so we had to tell us.
And they had to tell me to act surprised. Mind you, I saw when they brought the cake inside. I saw when they brought the alcohol. They are not like, no, you have to act so. I said, you know, let's just get the show on the road. It's fine.
So when you see the content, see that she was very shocked and surprised, actually. So,
but it was nice. It was very, very nice. I really enjoyed going into my birthday with my friends. Although it was very cute. My parents did call me at midnight, and I knew they waited. Because my dad in particular,
I like that.
He
That's
does like
very,
his
very
bed.
cute.
He likes to sleep. He's an
Do you
early
find
to
the
bed,
midnight
early to
thing
rise.
significant?
Not really. When I was younger,
Yeah, I used to take
cared.
a pee,
I used to
like
take
the
it
order of
super-
who called me, especially like the closer to midnight you called me, that you were my closer
The
friend.
person that always used to call me first was Jiri, but now we know she
Jiri
has a baby.
I was like, Jiri has a
She has
baby,
a
and
baby
we have
now.
to be so for
And
real.
that girl is active. No, that girl is
She has
showing
to
my
catch
friend.
that sleep when she can, please.
That little girl is showing my friend hot shit, man. She can't believe. But Jiri used to take it really personal. Jiri would actually stay, but she would beat everyone. My parents, all our other friends, any fool I was seeing at the time, Jiri would beat you to it.
It's always the men that are always so stupid because I'm like, why are you calling me at 12:22?
And you can hear sometimes that they feel stupid doing
I'm
it.
like, you're so
very
stupid.
unenthusiastic.
It's just,
they'll be like,
I'm like, first of
"Hi,
all,
happy
4 of my
birthday."
friends have called me. My mom has prayed and sang.
Yes.
Okay, 12:32. What have we not heard now so far that you want to add to this? It's rubbish now.
Nonsense.
What I prefer, you should have been outside waiting,
Yeah,
ready.
exactly.
Actually, someone did that for me 1 year. I was too shocked.
Really?
Literally at midnight, I just heard a horn at my door. I said, When he
That's
came
kinda
inside, I was like, wait, how long have you been here? He was like, about 10 minutes. I just thought
That was cute.
that he was like, me, I don't understand this thing, but Shibi said midnight. Okay, no problem. And so
That's
he
so
came,
cute.
he dropped the cake and he was like, well, so what happens now? I said, the thing is, I appreciate that you've done it, but maybe try and have like,
I really enjoy because I find that not a lot of men are very into their birthday.
Yeah.
Like, they don't think that
They don't think it's
a big deal
important.
or it's like a super important thing, but they all secretly love it when you make a fuss. Love.
I think they bloody love it.
My dad's hobby is acting shocked that we all care. Oh, really? You know? Really? You know? Like, Daddy, please. We've been doing this for 6 years now. Let's get with the program. Yeah. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do? Oh, I hosted a wedding on Friday. What a side quest for me.
Yeah, I heard you did excellently well.
Thank you so
I couldn't
much.
make it.
I also heard that I did well. And I was shocked by this review because,
Not
let
at
me know,
all.
like, in the moment, I just thought, what is happening here? First of all, it was a small, intimate wedding of 1,200 people. So when she first said it was small and intimate, I said, Auntie, next thing, maybe like 2 weeks, she said, oh, they added like just a couple of people. I was like, oh, how many? She's like, 300. I said, so I was like, all the like things I had initially had it, because you know, normally people's trousers are large and then the white is small. They had it the other way. So the trad was actually small and intimate and then the white was like the wedding. So I just had it backwards in my head. So all these like activities and games where everybody can see and hear you.
Oh, nothing like that.
We're out the window. Once I saw that we're at Harbour Points, I was like, this is not going to. And then it was also now a crowd of a lot of people, especially adults and young people that I knew. So it wasn't as if I was in like a strange crowd where nobody knew. No, I knew the problem is as I was moving around, Fakem, where's your mom? This and that. I was like, please, I'm trying to be a professional. In a professional setting. No, it was very interesting. I think that it's very interesting work. I enjoyed it. It was fun. And I'm happy that I did it. What I loved the most was the couple. I have this, more and more you realize that people can actually do whatever they want.
Of course.
Do you know that the couple, after they initially danced in, sat down at the high table, they were just like, yeah, we don't want to be here on our own. They went to sit down on the table like the bridesmaids and groomsmen. That's where they sat down throughout the wedding.
Yes, but I've never understood
They were
that
just
thing.
like, okay, so at our wedding with our friends, will now be over. So people kept coming and looking for
No.
the couple that, where are they? I said, see them in this corner.
I've never understood that thing of
Like,
not being with your friends.
I bloody love
all
it.
our friends have always, except our friends that are like, maybe their parents
Yeah.
are very, very political or very, very, very wealthy. And they don't really feel like, they don't really have the option because their parents keep bringing people to meet them. They always abscond from that place and find their way into their
I loved it. They
place
didn't
with their
even,
friends.
most people even try. They give them like that.
No.
They didn't even,
Because it's boring.
once they stood up onto cutting cake, they just looked
It's
around.
boring,
That,
especially if you can see your friends laughing.
they were
giggling.
like, actually, this is it. Every time I would want to call them that, oh, do you guys want to do something? Like, will you just give us like 15 minutes? We just want to like mingle, walk around. So when I was like, oh, do you guys want to do any games? They were just like,
Do you really? Do you really?
they were like,
What I think I've figured out now, because I've been asked to do a couple and I
Yeah.
said no to all except one. I need to even check my calendar because it's my friend's younger sister
Yeah.
and I really want to do it. What I know I have figured out now is the parents and parents' friends are more invested in the games
no, they're more invested in every single thing.
and all of those things. And so the young people don't really mind. Games are neither here nor there. What they really want to do is dance and hang out. But parents want to do table karaoke. Parents want to guess. Is the parents that will not be laughing and screaming when you say, who knows book more? Who kissed too first? They are the ones
They
that
bloody, yeah. And even other things like,
wedding?
yeah.
They were
so the adults
into
were
it.
so into like the like who is more likely to game.
They love all those
They were really
games.
all of us were like, sorry, are they still playing this game?
They love all those things.
You know, and the other thing was even other things like obviously now I had an
itinerary,
a flow to go through, and it's just funny. You just see different things. You know, they had entrances. One person is like, I'm not dancing there. Like one set of parents is like, do you mind if we? But obviously you can't call. It was just so interesting because honestly, every party in this wedding was more or less like, listen, we're actually here to have a good time. Anything you want to do, I suggest you go. What I bloody loved, I loved it so much, was her and her mom had their own separate entrance.
How do you mean?
Okay, most people, the couple enters, the parents enter separately first, which happened, like the families enter, that happened, that's normal. And then obviously the couple enters, and then there is a mother, son, father, daughter dance. Her mom said, no problem. Let them do that. And so we did all the normal things. Mother, son, father, daughter. She said, okay, no problem. Then when they went to change, you know, there's a couple second entrance. Yeah. Mom said, no. I will enter with my daughter. So two of them had their own entrance, like changed and separate from everybody. They now had their own mother-daughter dance to Hit 'Em Up by Tupac.
But Auntie Grace is pretty...
There's nothing I have loved more.
She's quite out
so
there.
So they did Before I Let Go. They all say, and when Hit 'Em Up came up, I said, no. This is really it. Because
I love
some of them
that.
were now rapping. I said, because some people were looking like, is the DJ show? Until they could see that actually.
The mother is really into it. Because she's very... So I think I really enjoy... This is going to sound so vapid and stupid, but bear with me. I really enjoy seeing women who only have one child and it's just their daughter and them together. It's very chic.
It's lovely.
Cool. It's just
very
like
cool.
me, when they're close.
They're close
and they understand each other.
It's cool. I thought it was beautiful. I really enjoyed it.
My mom is Jola. She carry me one hand, Bolu, she'll drag, Jola will be dragging behind, please.
And that's when you just realize you can do, because I know that no matter if I do father, daughter, whatever, my mom will still do her own.
Yeah, everybody.
She will
I think
do her own.
and
I love that. And I was like, this is actually the point. You can
do exactly whatever you like.
They also had this like charcuterie. Just imagine a charcuterie board, but like the length of like 2 tables. I've never seen that work in a setting with Nigerians because we don't have decorum.
Did it work?
It worked like mad. People were actually like picking little grapes, little crackers, little desserts.
Nobody carried the bunch.
Some ham. Nobody was. No, because you know, there's a way you set things up that if you go there and do rubbish, it will be obvious that it was. And it was not in the middle. So everybody could see you moving in a lack of decorum state. But that was really, and again, it's just this thing of, you can have the things you want and it can like work. I enjoyed it because thankfully, like it was just, everybody was lovely.
Oh, that's
and everyone was like, there was no drama or fuss. Nobody was fighting. Nobody, like all these things you hear, everybody was genuinely having a brilliant time. No one was even that fussed about anything.
I really
there was
enjoy
just
that.
There was no time to be like, oh, I must.
I like that. I like hearing
We were just keeping it absolute. So that's why I now thought, am I even doing anything? Because once you just announce, the groom and mom will dance, they've danced.
But that's pretty much what
once
it is.
You just, there's really, and then we did dancing competition. It was brilliant because, I mean, the bride's team won naturally. But it was brilliant because they had to choose 5 people and they chose aunties, they chose uncles. But then it was funny because the bride chose one of her friends, a guy, and then the groom chose the little bridesmaid. So naturally we were all like, me, when he even started dancing, I said, you're an Agbaya. For me, why will you dance?
Battle dancing.
Why will you? And guess what? As he was even dancing with his mate, she still beat him outright. No, she beat him. It wasn't even like, you know, there's situations where
the child has to win.
The child has to win. what we now realized was, as this Agbaya is dancing, Kingsley, this girl she beat him as in with vim. I couldn't believe it. I said, would it not have been better for you to even pretend
that you don't
I said,
care?
you know the problem? You're trying to form a character building. Let me
beat her. No.
When he saw that, this is not a fair fight. This is not a fair fight. I just thought, and then she won it, but she didn't think she won, so she was crying, and we were all like, "No, like you are the way." It was so funny, but
so
no,
cute.
it was really, really.
I love when couples do what they want.
It was a lot of fun.
People just.
But you're right. That's when all of a sudden all the adults have stood up there.
No, they care.
They really wanted
They
to
love
be
those
in
things.
it. They wanted to be involved. It was very nice.
They love those things, and I think it's figuring out how to be able to do that and make sure the couple still has a good time that matters, because everybody does want their guests to enjoy the wedding, but sometimes you worry that you're not taking care of one large segment of the crowd. But
Me, I was well aware that I kept saying, because the other thing with being in a crowd where everybody maybe knows your parents is somebody here who is related to is saying, "Oh, please, can you do that?" And I'm like, these two people are the people that I don't actually care what anyone else, as long as they are happy, I don't have any issue. And they were just so chilled and like enjoying. I really liked it because I've seen a lot of even my friends being stressed or there's so much going on at the wedding. It was very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
And I didn't have to like crack any jokes or anything like that. You know, sometimes the crowd is so harsh that you can feel the MC trying to like revive
and do something.
The bad character that has gone around. This wasn't one of those. So yeah, brilliant and lovely time. However, I didn't wear my brace. You guys.
Oh, your foot brace?
It's funny because while I was there, I didn't wear the brace. I had champagne here and there. I was feeling fine. I even thought I'm healed. Why was I even walking with the crutches? What was the whole point? Jola, I just entered my car. I got home. As I got home like this to get out of the car, I said,
the adrenaline had gone.
Something is really... I put it to you that the whole of Saturday, I think I left my room maybe 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
The adrenaline had worn off.
It
so all
was
the pain. Yeah.
crazy.
Normal.
I was just like, so what happened to the foot while I was there? There was people were like, oh, you're fine. I was like, yeah.
You know, it's adrenaline. Once that wears off.
Nothing is wrong with me whatsoever. Oh, no. And it was after I got home. As I got into the car, there was no issue. Once I got home like this, I said, Jesus.
Normal. It's adrenaline. It's the same way you don't realize like you have aches and pains if for people that do long distance running or
until when they're done.
Once they are done, and then they've rested for a while. Their body's not like, hey girl, hey. What I do on Friday, I went to lunch with Olamide at Mamacha, and I was skeptical when I chose it. The food slaps. Both of us were like, why are we so shocked? The food, no. Because someone had told me, oh, the food is really, really nice. I was like, the food slaps. I had a chicken sandwich, and then my brother likes pizza, so I said, oh, let me get him pizza. I even thought he would have the decency to leave me one, because it's not a big pizza, it's a small one. Next day he was like, no, Jola, I don't know where you got that thing from. Wonderful to excellent, really, really good. So I went back.
I bought to try.
The food there is really, really good. I was so pleasantly surprised. It's not super affordable, so please don't come and start, because every time we say something here that isn't, people insult the life out of us. It's not super affordable. The prices aren't crazy, but it's not like an affordable place. Please don't come and bite me. But yeah, then yesterday I actually got some stuff there from there for Bolu yesterday, and he loved it. What I get that he really liked, there was a salad, then they have one, I don't know, that is sticky garlic honey, something chicken and noodles. Wow.
I saw it, but obviously because I can't share food.
Yeah,
I couldn't now taste it. But it looked so great.
Slapped. I don't drink matcha, so I don't know what's going on there, but I was so pleasantly surprised by the food. Wow. What an excellent time. I absolutely loved it. Then what did I do? I think I went to the salon, and then I remember that the one and only Oseye to me said she's cooking. Guys, I don't know. Whenever I say this, people don't believe me. Ozzy is such a good cook. It's just
She actually
only when the
really
spirit
is.
moves her. And when the spirit moves her and she invites you, you better fly like a monkey. I flew there. But I felt, one of those days where you're just doing a raper and you feel...
And you just realize
and you
that
feel like
actually-
you've done a lot of things. Meanwhile, you've just been playing all day. I went to the Kai pop-up. Again, Nigerian women are mannerless.
So sad that I missed that because, and the thing is, because I had the invite for the friends and family, the VIP one on Friday, but obviously I was at this wedding, so I couldn't go. I just knew that, and then the way my leg was behaving, I was like, I'm not gonna get anything.
No.
Because even the friends that I told, they said, let me not lie to you. They were like, this is not the type of thing that I can help
got there,
you.
and the only thing that saved people was, a lot of people do pop-ups in very flat spaces. So they'll use like white space. They'll use like, I don't know.
Because a lot has stairs.
So you have to have decorum. If not, you will kill yourself on those stairs. So you saw ladies of timber and caliber moving speedily up and down, but not roughly the way they normally do because the stairs are, no. The ladies were out for
they're
blood.
Active. The first
crazy.
day, it was like, 2 hours. Most things were gone. I said,
2 hours, okay. I got there at 5:20 and someone said, oh, you're so lucky you didn't meet the queue. I said, what do you mean there was a queue? She's like, when she got here at 5, there was like a queue of, when she got there at 4:45. I said, I'm not ashamed that you got here at 4:45. So there was a queue. People had cleared. By 5:30, most
That's
things
crazy.
were gone. The staff were looking frazzled because people were like, I got here at 5 p.m. on the dot. What were you looking at? And then they would not be like, Mom, I'm so sorry. The Papa Jeans is out of stock. What are you doing? Papa Jeans. One babe held her mother to ransom. The poor lady was like, okay, but I got the title. Mommy, that's not the one. I said,
You have to send... You can only send like...
You have to send a fighter.
You can't send...
Somebody wanted to send a mumu husband. I saw the guy. I said,
no.
Uncle, this is not the place they're supposed to send you.
Any gentle and demure...
He was there saying, where are the tank tops? I said, where are the tank... At this time... Where are the tank tops? At this time...
Say, Baba, you can't make it.
You can't make it.
You can't make it.
He got, where are the tank tops? I think she's like, say, you think?
You don't even know.
You
don't know for sure what she wants by now.
I think she said something about a skirt. At this time... You got here at 5:30 and you're still thinking, my bro, you can't see
nothing for you.
You can't see women that run billion naira businesses fighting for their lives.
Helter skelter.
She was like, I think I'm just going to call her. I said, you can't call her. And explain to her that like a mumu, you were standing at the door for 10 minutes asking where's the
first question will be, but why didn't you get there? I
think he was a bit shocked. Maybe he probably thought
he didn't realize what was going on. He just thought he was going for a normal.
It happens all the time. It's the same way I saw Dari Quack at the Dial-Up pop-up.
Him too, you would be shocked.
He came like what he thought was like a respectable time, 30 minutes at pop-up. So like, he now started saying, no, but guys, seriously, have they started? Already close are finished. He said, yeah, but my wife sent me. Almost like, no, you guys don't really understand. Like they sent me a message.
You can't go home empty-handed.
It was, no, that makes me laugh all the time when women send their husbands or their boyfriends.
Those ones are not prepared.
Or their brothers. And the guy clearly just didn't think.
Yeah, it's that active.
It's that active. It's always so funny because then you see the panic start to set in. Like, but I can't go home. I can't explain to her that after all her shouting.
Last, I'll still get those sunglasses, Sha.
Oh yeah, I have the turtle.
I must still.
Is that what's it called?
Turtle shell.
The turtle shell ones.
I must still approach those
very,
sunglasses.
Very nice. So
like
and then we hung out.
I won this at the wedding, so here we are.
I won the cap.
I have the cap as well.
Yeah, I won the cap.
I won this at the wedding, so I saw that people were buying the Kai version of this. This is the wedding version.
Oh, that's different. Yeah. Okay, yes, the logo is different. I just realized.
The Kai one has, I didn't realize until I saw somebody yesterday.
That's very cool.
The Kai one has the Kai logo. This morning that I realized that this is the wedding logo,
yeah.
Not the Kai logo. But,
very cool. Well, I love innovative people.
All join. So
your mother did bulls.
I want something.
Picture. You do shit.
Do you get? So
I love that.
I'm using this to represent as I didn't go to the pop-up or the party. I was so jealous of the party because it was Dope Caesar and Too Bad again.
I went to that
just
actually.
Mad as hell.
I went to that for like an hour and a half and it was really... No, you guys, Dope Caesar is actually...
She's too good. She's too good. She's good.
You see the way she's tucking in that her shirts inside those gyms?
That's somebody that means business.
She means a lot of business.
Serious business.
She even wore corporate shoe. Now, you know this cut shoe. I said, Lady Caesar.
What's happening here?
She wore a corporate shoe with jeans and tucked in her Kai shirts. I said, this is a lady that is not here to play.
No,
and you know she's not like a super smiley person. Her face is very straight. I said, good evening, ma. Very serious lady. She doesn't treat that so bad, opening all his teeth, smiling.
She's so good. She's so good.
It was excellent. It was a lot of fun.
She's been added to my list on I can't marry if they're busy.
Don't let your mommy hear you.
Like Bedge, for example. If he's busy, we have to change this.
Yeah.
We have to change this.
Probably your husband too.
I'm telling you, we have to change this. I can't make it. Now, Dope Caesar too. So everybody has to have a meeting to align.
Oh my God, this thing you said, before we even continue, it actually reminds me of, I saw a dilemma this morning that is not funny. It's actually not funny, but it's this thing of, because he said someone not being available, it made me think of a situation where someone else's opinion that you rate affects how
you do
things around like your partner or your wedding. Okay, this is it. No, it's not it. Sorry, false alarm. 1 sec.
We have a new sheet.
It's like I lied.
What are you looking at?
Just the regular. I found something, but let me explain it, Sha. If I can.
There's a search function there.
No, basically, the moral of the story is her sister passed, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But before her sister passed, she had just started seeing this guy.
Yeah.
And it's like me gisting you about someone.
Yeah.
We don't get into it. And I just say, oh, I met X guy.
Yeah.
You now say, oh, that one. Then her sister passed. And now that they are together, she loves the guy. But she has this thing at the back of her mind that when her sister said, that one, like, what did she mean? Like, did him and her sister have a thing? Or did he do one of her sister's friends dirty? She said that thing has been driving her crazy. But she knows it's a lady thing. She knows that it's one of those things where
it's a baby
thing,
sure.
Where explaining it to guys doesn't really make sense.
But she has to find out.
Yeah, she said that because he meant, she said, that one, like, that silly guy or that funny guy. Or
is that one says like that he's a terrible one when person. They mean that funny guy, please. That one is a clear indicator of what? Of issue.
Yes, but what kind of issue?
To be fair, it can range from like, he's not serious.
Exactly.
To, he's a bastard. Which is tough.
That's crazy.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. I mean, her sister has passed. I don't know. You now have to like.
But she rated her sister highly. So she was wondering. So you now have to
kind of. She was wondering. Your own. What is your general opinion of people's opinions on specifically partners?
It depends on
early on.
It depends on who the person is. And to what degree? Like, so I have friends that are very, very finicky. They like almost nobody. They barely like me. Like, I just made pass mark. So sometimes if you have a friend that's pretty finicky, you may just realize that this is a touchy person. Yeah. So she doesn't really like anybody. It's not even personal. She doesn't like her parents. Barely likes her husband. The children, on some days. So with people like that, I don't try to take anything to heart. But I do tend to look for context.
Yeah.
But I would take some stuff under advisement. I just think like you think things. Like I also think things about your partner.
I feel like ultimately you have to kind of. So when I say ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. There's certain things you will find out that you don't. You it's better you learn from other people's experience.
100%.
But I think just general like. Oh, this is how they are, character things you can gauge. Certain things they have done in the past, you don't need to gauge anything. There's actually nothing to discover. 100%. Don't worry. It's fine. You'll be better off. But I think the other things like just, you don't, I don't know. It's a bit...
It's dicey.
It's dicey.
It's dicey. And
you can't take everything at
But it also depends on how involved that person who has a strong opinion is in your life. Is this a friend that you see once a month or once every 6 weeks? Because if that person dislikes your partner or thinks you can do better or...
So
isn't a
it's
big
usually
fan.
not even dislikes because it's usually before the person becomes your partner. These kinds of things always happen when you've met somebody. And people are like, this person and you really? Like...
I don't know if I allow people who have that much insight early on.
Yeah, I think it's not.
I don't think it's best.
I think it's not best.
Especially if they're not...
Unless like this person is a glaring red flag.
Yeah. Because sometimes...
Like if they're not, you kind of have to do this deciphering.
Like allow the thing marinate self.
Like let's even know where we are before we even say that we are somewhere. Everybody just cool down.
Yeah, I have a friend that gets really irritated if you say she's seeing someone. She gets so irritated.
Why?
Because she's like, it's too early.
Like you don't even know.
I don't even know
I met
what's
this
happening.
person
Let's not make this
2 weeks ago.
She's like, let's not even make this a thing. You've seen me with him twice.
It's not even that. It will be.
Don't.
You met somebody last week. How is like how?
Yeah,
how are they in work capacity? Like how do I know?
She gets so worked up. She's like, if you say, oh, that guy has seen, she's like, and she gets so worked up. We've seen him with you 3 times on purpose and 2 times mistakenly. That means you guys are seeing each other. She's like, no, please. He's hanging around.
You never know. Honestly, you never know. And it's too much like bankable information is what I feel anyway.
Speaking of bankable information, Klay Thompson or whatever, that 37-year-old person.
Thank you for bringing that up. That man must crumble. Look, I saw someone post a tweet that said that they want someone to submit his ACL on the altar of women by next week. And I respect it highly. I'm sorry. You see, men can kill. Where I've been saying this thing.
It's so unfair.
It's so wicked.
And so
you know, I
unkind.
love that she put it on blast. Because when I saw the PR statement of and then I saw her story, I said, yeah, your team helped you write something. She said, no, that man is a motherfucker.
No, do you know the thing
like,
that...
what?
The thing that...
do you know the thing that made me want, as in my mind wants to explode? Is he a baby? You don't know if you want to be monogamous.
He knows.
So I'm like, so they're whining everybody.
Nigerian, let me tell you the thing, as a Nigerian woman that's dealt with Nigerian
you know what that
women,
thing
you know exactly
means.
what that thing means.
what that thing means.
And so it's the thing of they've wined and dined and loved you. You've made big purchases together. You've made long-term plans
you
together.
Were with, as in, his parents are talking about
his
you.
His parents are talking about you. You cook for his parents. You live
you
together.
Did Thanksgiving. You've done everything.
So the plan is to like make you an integral part of his life.
Yeah.
In a way that means when he brings up a big thing that's supposed to be
like when he says, I don't know if I can do monogamy, I want to have an open, you're supposed to
weigh it against all, and he did all these things very publicly too. Spoke about you very, very highly.
You people were posting yourself,
you post each other,
everything.
He talks about you before and after games, your pictures together, you go on holiday together, couple goals, the whole thing. The point of that is to wrap you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to shame, it's to play, it's a mind game. Because then without anybody saying anything to you, you by yourself are like, but he's so good to me. That's the point. So it's supposed to be
so
like,
there's too much to lose.
There's too much to lose.
Because you've set this thing up so...
And if not too much to lose on your own emotions, because at this point you love the person. It's that this has become a public thing. It's part of your brand. It's part of who you are. And if you've praised him so much publicly, you've made songs, you've done the whole thing.
Like there's so many videos of the tour. Look, the whole thing is
the
very
shame
irritating.
is supposed to, at the very least, keep you quiet. So you don't say what's happening. You don't say what's happening. That's the entire point. That's why I think it's quite jarring. And I'm talking about Megan like she's my sister. I don't know that girl from anywhere.
No, let me tell you, on this one, I back her wholeheartedly because we were all in it.
Do you know what really bothers me? This person literally has no family.
No family. You involve your family. You do Thanksgiving.
Her mom has passed.
You're a dickhead.
Her dad has passed. Her grandma has passed. She's an only child. She actually doesn't really have a nuclear structure. And you engulf her into your family only to say you don't know if you want to be monogamous. No, that's not a thing for her. She's not someone that's uninterested in.
What do you think both of you have been doing this entire time?
Mind you, let me tell you what I really hate. I don't like when people don't call things what they are. Polyamory is full-blown relationships with other people.
Yeah, you want to cheat. You want to cheat.
You want to cheat,
and you were cheating.
You want to cheat. Monogamy.
When she even said he had horrible mood swings during the games, I said,
that be.
I said, I know this pee like mad.
God.
Because
I know that thing.
Buru just forgets it.
I know that thing.
I know this thing.
Once they start cheating,
once they start cheating,
they start looking to fight with you.
You're not having mental issue. All of a sudden, you're in a bad mood. All of a sudden, the game is affecting you are a crazy person.
No, I know that thing. Once they've cheated,
they're not treating you somehow. So the relationship are starting to shake you. You're not thinking, what can I do?
No, it's not what can I do. They treat you somehow, so you fight them.
Yeah.
So they can tell you are not in a good place. Let me just... Man.
And then all of a sudden, when you now ask them, what happened? We haven't been in a good place for so
some
long.
time.
That I just
we're not getting along.
I feel like I just needed something.
You
are crazy.
Think you're sharp, Abby.
Clay does not know that the average Muiwa in GT Bank has been doing this thing since morning. What are you talking about?
She now said your mood swings. I now went to check. That Baba is 36 in the NBA.
You don't have what you're doing.
It's going. The cartilage in your knees remaining half. Don't worry.
I say, Baba, half of us followed you because of this. We don't know what you're playing.
I was so irritated at that.
Don't know what you're playing.
It's so there's a particular kind of unkindness.
Honestly, it's so cruel that I'm
annoying.
Just like...
It's very annoying.
I don't know if you saw the video of her. So the last show she did yesterday, in the standing ovation, a lot of babes were like screaming, like, fuck him. Well, she started crying.
Oh.
She was like, and people were like, don't worry, we support. Like, everybody was shouting things about this stupid boy. I'm sure, when she was getting ready, she was thinking, oh, damn, I have to perform again today with this rubbish.
There's something very heartbreaking about publicly.
Very, very public. But what I'm happy is, I'm like, it's not her shame.
So that's,
and I love, but people are still trying to make it about but you. I love that she has made it like, no problem. Let everybody be mad here, because when you just say, we had our differences, we broke up, everybody will start forming who...
There is a book it's called Strangers, and it's Belle. I forget her surname, and it's about this woman who...
I feel like everyone has been reading this.
Girl,
Mimi started reading it the other day.
You guys, this woman's husband, during lockdown, early lockdown, somebody calls her up, is like, hey,
this is a true story.
True. I said it's memoir. Somebody calls out to be like, hey, girl, so my wife and your husband do. Yeah. They do. And I just wanted to give you that piece of information. So she goes to tell her husband, like, yo, I just got this phone call. I'm so sorry, it's not going to happen again. He was even a fling. I think her mind was, she was like, okay.
What is happening?
You guys, the next day, this man said he's leaving her.
Sorry?
The next day, her husband, they had 3 children, said he's leaving her. Anyway, I don't want to give away too much of the story, but I want you guys to watch it. It is the thing for me, beyond all the love and the romantic, emotional stuff, is the way a person will change when they no longer see value in the relationship they have with you.
Is this, sorry, sidebar, by any chance, the mother-in-law episode?
Yes! It is her. You guys, it's so mind-blowing. So basically, she comes from her family is old Hollywood. She had 2 trust funds.
Yeah.
The part that really got to me beyond everything was all the conversations around money, finances, etc. So she's a young lawyer. She meets this guy that was working in law, moving to finance, and she loves him. She wants to get married. She has 2 trust funds. She has lawyers, and they have like advice. And one of the things that they advise is, your prenuptial agreement has to be sort of like ironclad, because the point of a trust is not just about you, the individual who inherits, is to create a legacy of wealth for you and your family. But when a couple of days before they get married, he wants to change the prenuptial agreement to say that they only keep what they came in with. But in the case where the marriage ends, everything that is made during the marriage is individual. Mind you, from the beginning, the agreement is kind of like that she becomes a homemaker. But maybe she was thinking about it in that, but she has this legacy of wealth behind her. So do you know what? Maybe
that works.
They get married, they start having children, she's at home. But because she's thinking in a very communal way, mind you, this prenuptial agreement, he refused to sign until 5 days before the wedding.
Oh, wow.
That's when he makes this request. And she scrambles to change it. Everybody tells her, I don't think this is a good idea. Her lawyer, mind you, she herself is a lawyer. But she's so in love, she's like,
Let me just
whatever,
do
she
it.
changes it. It's 5 days before. So also like the mental of that. While they are in the marriage, remember this prenuptial agreement I just explained?
Yeah.
They start making plans. Their family is growing. The properties that they decide to own, she uses money from her trust
To buy it.
to buy. And then over time, she just realizes that her husband is the one taking care of the finances because they are in a marriage or whatever. The way she was shocked during divorce proceedings,
To like find out what he has been doing.
she had no idea how much money her husband had or was making. Mind you, this is, when I say she comes from like old
Like money.
like she is, on one side of the family, she's related to the Vanderbilts.
Yeah.
So she's real New York elite.
She's proper money.
But what was very shocking to me was just how much of her financial and like mental capability she was willing to abdicate, like she was willing to let go of. And some of it was that she felt like, oh, this is the way it's done. He's taking care of me.
Yeah.
And the way she explained it, what I really like about the person, her name is Belle something. I'm so sorry I've forgotten. But I'm sure if you Google strangers and just write Belle, Belle, it'll come up. She's very, very honest, and there's a warmth to her honesty that means a lot of people are like, oh my God, how can she said one of the things that she finds kind of amazing is a lot of people are like, how can she be so stupid? How can she be so... But she's trying to explain that she's not unique or alone in this thinking of the man takes care of the family, takes care of... Over time, this is someone, she was a corporate lawyer, you guys.
Like most people.
She said over time, she convinced herself that
This is
she's
how
just
it
better at the
is.
finance, that she won't get it. Like, let him just do it. One shock weary. She could not be... No, you guys, she couldn't believe. Her husband said, oh, he doesn't want... Like, their children don't need like a room in his...
I remember this from the Modern Love episode, that one of the things that was most shocking to her was he didn't want to see his children.
He didn't really want to like be...
He just thought like in his new life, they don't need rooms.
They don't need to be invested
like they don't
in his
need to
He'll see them when he sees them.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like they don't need to, like she was trying to have an arrangement of when he was like, oh, we don't need that.
Yes.
Like we don't need to agree to any arrangement about custody. That he will see them, I think it was every other weekend. And he's like, he doesn't need joint custody. He's not interested in it.
He'll take them for like lunch or dinner, but not that they'll go to his...
And she was like,
Let me tell you what I really liked that said. It was this thing, one carried me on this long-winded essay was the thing he said about not accepting someone's shame.
Yeah.
So what he said to her was that they should, he doesn't think it's in anyone's best interest for them to make it out that this
is what happened.
This is acrimonious.
Yeah.
So almost like they came to an agreement. And she said no. And one of the things that shocked her is, again, remember, they're very, very elites, like high money, big money, Martha's Vineyard, like very, very New York, old money type behavior. And she said one of the things that she knew was constantly shocking to people was someone would say, oh, how are you doing today? And she'll say, oh, my husband left me and I don't know why and I'm absolutely devastated. That she would say that to people and she could see that they were so uncomfortable with it because that's not what you do. You just say, oh, I'm going through a divorce.
You pretend.
She said she's not allowing him to do that. That she would tell people, he left me, he was having an affair. And for her, it was quite, for somebody that can be a bit timid and shy.
Yeah.
And if you read the book or listen to like any of the interviews she's done, one of the things that a lot of people might find shocking is just how timid she seems and how in the relationship she loved this man. There's nothing worse than, in retrospect, looking like a fool because you trusted somebody or you love someone. And it's very painful to be judged on the things you did out of love, like you're a fool. So someone like me, personally, I have a big thing about women sharing platforms that they work hard for with men. I don't like it. I don't like when someone who's a celebrity or an influencer or
all of
a
a sudden
high-profile
you
woman,
morph into couples content.
Yeah, you fall in love, and before you even get to couples content, I don't really like how generous women are with platforms when it comes to romantic relationships. I think we're a bit too kind about it, and people have disagreed with me. In fact, I've even received insults before. That's because nobody has loved me before. No problem. But genuinely, I just think that we work very, very hard to make something out of ourselves and to get eyeballs in front of the world, whether it's as a musician, as a podcaster, as a front-facing businesswoman. And we seed that ground easily, make love part of our brand. And it's never just like, oh, I'm in love.
Yeah.
It's that you bring the person into your world in a way that they didn't actually work for. And I want you to think about social capital is a very real thing.
Yeah.
It's very real. And women give it away too easily. I think of all the couples channels that start off as the female influencer is doing something, then falls in love and brings him in. I don't know anyone that's the other way around.
Yeah.
Where like a guy has been an influencer or a creator for a long time. He gets into a relationship and all of a sudden you see like a couples channel.
And becomes really... you see her once as his partner, but that she becomes also central.
Unless they are both influencers or they were both creators, you don't see it the other way around. And it's the same thing with like music and art and film. You know, it takes a long time for a male actor to walk the red carpet with his partner or to reference her but even business women now have a lot more social capital than before. Social media has changed the way we relate to them, but somehow we're very quick to, in our excitement or our joy, not realize that part of what we're doing, apart from sharing our love or whatever that is seeding public and actual capital
to this person,
to someone who did not work for it in the same way. And sometimes it becomes a trap. So a lot of people who have done that in the unfortunate circumstance where it ends, one of the things you hear constantly is, oh, you guys, we were already in a bad place a year ago, but because of
you kind of have
the
to
public
keep the
profile,
brand going.
but because of, I'm telling you, I have so many friends who do well as men publicly. It does not occur to them
to even be sharing anything.
In fact, Max, they say my wife, my girlfriend. Oh, it's very quick. We just say his name. Comments to other your followers now.
They'll be asking you, how is this person? We've not seen him in so long.
Then when you people break up, you now carry part of his audience with your audience with him. That's what happened.
Please, can I tell you this Belle thing? So I hadn't read the book, but every time everyone was talking about it, I was like, I listened to Modern Love podcast. I was like, I have listened to this interview. And the thing that shocked, there are two things that busted. So she saw him one time. She saw him they bumped into each other somewhere. And she was just like, she realized she has no idea who this person is. And I think the other thing she was saying was this thing of shame of not carrying it in front of everybody. That she was saying that one of the things that was more shocking to herself was just not an external shame, but an internal shame of how could I have let myself go to this point?
Yeah.
That when did I get here?
Yeah.
And also how it's so easy for it to happen because you're just like, wait. When did this become the dynamic of my relationship?
Yes.
How you just start seeing things and you're like, how did I allow my own self to get here? But then it is this thing of for the good of the relationship, for the good of the... So you keep conceding for the good of the relationship.
You guys, I said she has 2 trust funds. I want you to know that you don't do trust funds
like
$80,000 or $100,000 or $300,000. You don't. She has 2 trust funds. Her mother was a Hollywood, her grandmother was a big Hollywood star. Plenty money in the family. She got to the point where she was a homemaker. She would justify expenses. Like she would go line by line with this man and be explaining, only to find out that her husband has in excess of, it wasn't $1, $2, $5, $10 million. So by the time they were getting divorced, remember, she hasn't been working for a long time.
Yeah.
So she hasn't been making any money. The money she had put into the family for the homes and stuff. So now they say it's time to divorce. What was the prenup she signed? You live with what you came with.
Everybody should separate what they had.
So she's thinking to herself that, oh, okay,
let's
say leave what you came with. Only to find out that this man is ready to rack on the houses that she puts
her own money.
She could not believe that she was so embarrassed when she was explaining this thing. Now, obviously, she's written this book and it's doing very well. But she said at the time when you're realizing just how much of your life has changed and how if he really wants to take it to hell, you can't fight him. was very, very jarring and shocking to her.
Honestly, I think it's just crazy because it was even just her being like, you don't get, as I'm even saying all these things like in the interview, she was like, I can't believe this is me. Like, I can't believe and it is this thing of, it starts very small. Something is bothering you. You don't want to rock a boat. You don't want to rock the boat of your, let's say, new relationship. So you don't say it in order to preserve relationship. But now you have piled up everything, and this for the good of the relationship. Now the relationship is no longer good to you, but you've been, and the thing is, in that case, you're usually the only one doing everything to preserve the good. The other person is doing their own. When they're annoyed,
it was awful.
But when you're like, and then you start hearing things that honestly are wise, but a lot of times are also like things to pacify women. Like, you pick your battles.
Yes.
And I'm like, how come women are always picking so many battles?
Yeah.
In this relationship context of you want to say your mind, but it's interesting because you don't know where the line is, because there's some things that you can let go.
No, 100%.
But then you don't know how. You don't know where the line is, where you have let go of so much that you have turned this thing into something that you don't recognize anymore.
I think what is very painful, and now society is seeing a very strong backlash and pretending they don't know where it comes from, is this is a lovely, extremely generous, extremely kind woman.
Yeah.
Belle was, the way she wrote the story is for the good of her family and for what she thought was like a great relationship. She didn't preserve herself. She's just like, this is my family, this is my marriage, this is my children, this is my husband. So what's the point of the money? And in retrospect, she now looks like a big fool.
She's like a huge fool.
And so what young woman is going to hear multiple of those kinds of stories and willingly walk into a situation where you're just open?
Yeah.
What kind of person will be to hear all those kinds of stories and walk in completely open? Right? Comments under there were like, this is why our grandmothers tell us to have a secret account. This is why you don't tell a man. This is why you sign a prenup that favors you. This is why. And who can argue with that? You can say, oh, people are being cruel, or is this what you say now? But okay, as somebody with a working brain,
you have to look at it and be like,
say, if she had done any of those things, her story would be extremely different.
It'd be different.
But I found that so jarring, and I hate
I think it's crazy. I honestly just think it's crazy that like you get into something with someone and then it's just a different thing.
Yeah.
Entirely.
You look foolish in retrospect. It's something that everybody loves to avoid. Nigerians, obviously, Nigerians have their own phrase for everything. What we call C finish.
Yeah.
We absolutely
It's a very serious C finish.
What
very,
a terrible and
but
disgusting
you know what?
thing.
I love Meg. She a lover girl. You rise.
Always.
You rise. You'll be back. And to be honest, I don't even think someone else was saying, oh, that's why you should keep it private. I was like, this is how she is. The next boyfriend she has will still know.
Yes, no.
Like, I'm not going to be packaging myself because of this thing. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Listen, you're already here.
Exactly.
Look at where you've reached in this episode. You know that you're here and you're not going anywhere. You're going to go to the end. So why not subscribe?
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
You
know the things to do. Why don't you do them? I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. We have a new dilemma sheet which you need to look at.
Okay. Have you sent it to me?
Yes, it's in the group.
La la. Is this a joke? Are you guys insane? Oh my God, did you guys get my family as well?
Yeah.
If you want to know, explain to people what this is.
Okay, so basically we sent a dilemma form just for Jola's friends and family to write things about her, basically. So it's not even really a dilemma form at all.
Oh, this is very lovely.
It's essentially a shout out.
It actually is.
It's all those video compilations.
You guys are knocked. This is crazy. Okay, let me see what people wrote there. I'm even because the thing is that our friends are so stupid. I'm too afraid to read
I have
anything.
to actually read someone's one.
Okay.
So I'll read RCCG's one, who you know that. Hello, ladies and guests, if any. I have a dilemma.
Oh my God.
People are very foolish because some of them really lent into this. I have this friend and I'm honestly not sure what to do about her. She's incredibly smart, like kind of smart that makes you pause mid-conversation and reassess your life.
It's so being
She
insane.
articulates her thoughts so brilliantly. It almost feels rehearsed, emotional, intelligent, scarily so. She reads the room, she walks the room, and somehow becomes the room. She's not selfish, she's full of life and an absolute goofball. Yes, I'm referring to dancing with gorillas at after parties. Just let's stay focused. She's very pretty, effortlessly fashionable, and sometimes courageously unfashionable, depending on how she's feeling about Tinubu. But what really gets me is this: she has this rare ability to empathize deeply while still calling out nonsense with clarity and conviction. You can't hide around her, but you also feel completely safe with her. So here's my dilemma. It's her birthday, and I genuinely don't know what to give to someone who already seems to have everything only. Maybe just clear road for my queen will suffice. So we better $10.
So we $10, man. We
Rubbish.
should be clear road for my queen. Oh, you guys are very cute. I don't want to read them because they are actually from like my family. They are very, very cute. They're from my friends and family. Let me see. What do people say I call them? Okay, Apostle. Well, of course, John didn't write much. Happy birthday, biggest CEO. So just in case you guys don't know, John is actually the one that started calling me Madam CEO.
Yeah.
That's when I started calling myself a CEO. It was from John. A philanthropist and mother to many. Is he insane? You know, John is so annoying. So he does this thing where he says that he asked me for advice and then he say, because John is part Edu, that he's going to start calling me EA. Which is their version of like mama. He's going to start calling me EA because like whenever he's whining me, he's like, so I'm going to start calling you EA. So this mother to many is very
Can
stupid.
I actually just tell you the thing that has killed me the most on this form? Your dad wrote, in what name does Jola call? He wrote Dad, Daddy, Papa. And his message was, Jollz, my only claim to fame. Happy birthday, super proud. Wish you a great day and a glorious day. Have a blast. In the column where we wrote anything else, he wrote no.
Sounds like him.
I'm like, you're actually just supposed to leave it if you know.
9 and 10 is okay.
Oh, you already know. Oh, gosh. Soji's, her aura is prodigious. Her presence is Herculean. Her freshness is dazzling. Her poise is aesthetic.
Oh my
Her
God.
charisma is resplendent. We can't dismiss you, we can only miss you. Set on wire. Shama admire law. She is a mirror image of what a woman should be. Gallant in knowledge and ability. She walks her way into yet another win today. I say yet another congratulations. English for Jola Jo. Please now.
Nah, Soji is insane, you guys.
What the hell?
Soji is insane. Oh,
Lovely.
this
Lovely,
is
lovely.
very, very cute. Okay, my cousin, my oldest cousin, who called herself the Olori Ebi and grandkids, because that was I call her. I call her by, because she currently lives in America, so I call her name and whatever city. So when she was in Chicago, I used to call her Dami Chicago, whatever city she's in at the time. The thing that made me laugh that she said here is quick throwback for the listeners. When we were kids, you used to let me eat all the meat on your plate. These days, not so much. We are both certified grubbers now with big stomach. And true, when I was younger, I had a thing where I didn't really like eating. Just in general, I like playing. I didn't care for food. And my mom was obviously, the entire family was paranoid that I would waste away. Because even when I would eat, I didn't want to eat meat, chicken. I didn't care for protein. It was very weird. You guys, I would keep meat at the side of my mouth or under my tongue. Yeah, so that I could, until they would let me go so I could go and throw it away. So I was always so happy when my cousins were around because that means somebody will eat my food for me.
Yeah.
But she's right now. Me and my cousin, all me and my cousin complain about half the time is, did we say I go to the gym? When are we going to start gymming? Look at my stomach, look at your stomach. Can't we go to gym? It's crazy behavior.
Please, I can keep saying my jolly by name, jolly by nature. Happy birthday, Jo. If like don't happy birthday, nice happy birthday do come and go, but only to return. My wish for you on this your birthday, I'm moving for plenty money, constant flow, money constant. Yeah. What is wrong with everyone?
I actually saw Koye on Saturday. He's so silly. Oh, this is very, very cute, you guys.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention that Toby requested in his anything else that he would like confetti to be popped by the end of this dilemma. FK or Debbie should pay for it.
Oh, this is very cute, guys. Thank you. I really, really like this. Maybe we'll share some of the things that they wrote in in a carousel. But this is very, very cute. My mommy did not write.
No, she's on it.
Mommy, why?
Some people didn't quite grab the concept of the time
I see.
frame.
Oh, this is very cute.
Yes.
Like my uncles, my aunties, my earliest neighbor. This is so cute. My baby cousin. He gets, I know I call him my baby. He's like 26, but that's not the point. Oh, this is so cute. I'm so happy. Thank you, guys. I've also noted the people who didn't write. Okay, very good. Oh, this is very nice. Thank you guys so much.
There's some that are serious threats. What Leila wrote in that anything else section, Kilode. Serious and scary threats to life. Oh,
my uncle. I want you to, damn Lala, I need you to know that Uncle Tunde wrote that I'm his favorite niece. I knew I would get there someday. Mind you, they said, please, my uncle should share a message to the birthday girl. Why is Uncle Tunde saying, please tell that boy he should get ready to be fined heavily for making me wait this long. And if there is no boy, it will be sad for me to invite you to your own wedding. With the only threat being you should show up with the boy. Every other thing between myself and Olori Ebi is already covered. As in my own birthday. They said he has dates, everything. My own birthday wish. They said, tell me happy birthday. That is what my father has one brother. He could not even get it together.
But he has said his mind now. No. I don't get.
Uncle Tunde is
seems like you're asking for a lot.
Oh, this is nice. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I feel a bit too emotional. Can we do real dilemmas now? It's very stressful. I don't like these emotions. Oh, this is very, very cute. Why did all our other friends, why did they write?
Okay. Once I say again about the time frame, some did not grasp that Wednesday is not the recording time, but actually the playing
this is cute.
time. So certain people missed the window, but they are on it as we speak.
They're not serious.
Because they were aiming for Wednesday, which obviously doesn't make any sense. But, who can blame who?
I blame you guys.
Fair. Absolutely valid.
Okay. Let me open our normal dilemma sheet. Oh, that's cute. Thank you guys so much. That's very, very sweet. Whose idea was this actually?
Debbie.
Okay. I was going to say that your heart is black. I know it can't be you.
No. I had a similar thought. Just that Debbie made the form. So credits to give on to Caesar, or how do they call it?
Okay, I have a dilemma.
Actually, I just thought, this rapping thing is going to be the end of me.
Okay, while you're doing that, this is from the pod's biggest fan.
Oh.
Allegedly. Says, I'm living like a wife, but I don't even feel like a girlfriend. Hi, FK and Jola. I feel really stuck. And I don't know if I'm overthinking or I've just been avoiding the truth. I've been living with my partner for about 2 years now. And the funny thing is, we never had a proper ask me out moment. We just started dating and immediately moved in together. At the beginning, he used to talk a lot about marriage and the future, but somewhere along the line, those conversations just stopped. And this is where it gets confusing. He's actually a good man. He takes care of me, makes life very comfortable, and I don't struggle in that sense. We work together. He drives us to work, makes sure I eat, handles a lot of things so I don't stress. On paper, I'm very well taken care of, but I don't feel fulfilled. We don't go on dates. We've only literally been on one, and it feels awkward because it's not our norm. There's almost no emotional connection, and the biggest thing is intimacy. He never initiates anything. No affection, no compliments, no you look nice, nothing. We can literally be in the house for hours and feel like strangers. We've talked about it, and he told me about sexual assault that happened to him when he was younger. And I understand that intimacy can sometimes be difficult for him. I've tried to be patient and understanding, but it's been 2 years and nothing has really changed. Now I'm starting to question myself. Am I not attractive enough? Sorry, 1 second. Okay, am I not attractive enough? And I hate that I even feel the way I do because I know who I am. On top of that, we're not aligned on the future. I want to relocate and experience life outside Nigeria. He doesn't want that right now and keeps saying we'll cross that bridge when we get there. There's also religion. He initially told me he wasn't aligned with the Catholic faith, which worked for me, but now he wants to fully go back and his family would expect me to convert, which I'm not willing to do. Now I feel conflicted. I'm comfortable, but not happy. I'm cared for, but I don't feel desired. I'm here, but I don't feel connected. And deep down, I don't even think our futures align. The hardest part is that leaving isn't straightforward. I have a lot of financial responsibilities and living with him makes my life easier in so many ways. Walking away would mean starting over and dealing with a much harder reality. I'm turning 25 soon and he's over 30 and I'm scared I'm settling. Not because I want to, but because I really love him and it's easier to stay. So I guess my question is, am I only focused on what is not working well? And how do you leave something that isn't toxic, but also isn't right for you? And how do you know if you're being patient or just delaying the inevitable? Because this man literally worships the ground I walk on, but he's unable to fill emotional gaps and it scares me. What do you think?
I think, so on the assault and trauma side, the best thing that can happen for him is probably therapy or a professional thing. I don't think that's something that you are going to help.
Yep.
But I think the bigger issue here is a fundamental misalignment.
Yeah.
And if it was only this one issue where he has trauma that he hasn't processed, then you would try, let's say he goes therapy and you would hope that he can process it. But by the time you add your futures don't align, fundamentally you seem to be people who kind of process and show affection in different ways, all these things. I'm just not sure there is enough there to salvage.
Yeah. I think that because you didn't, quote unquote, follow the regular way things are done, there were things that you kind of skipped.
Exactly.
Missed. And the first thing I need to say is you're still young.
You are. You're
25 years old, so you'll be fine. It's not that part. Don't allow anxiety or pressure about age that isn't real push you. But I think fundamentally you're not unhappy. So you say he worships the ground you walk on, but what he is just kind.
He's a nice person.
He's a nice person.
Honestly.
But I don't know that worship the ground
this
you walk on is an adequate description. He's kind on. And he's a responsible person. And I think a lot of Nigerian women or African women hear so many horror stories about irresponsibility that we don't name things correctly. So he's not deeply affectionate, which you would recognize.
Yeah.
You're not being ungrateful. It's just he's not affectionate and you want affection, but he's responsible. So stuff like have you eaten, getting to work are all things that a responsible person does. But initiating intimacy, being complimentary, working to stay close to your partner, like talking, gisting, all of that stuff is not the responsible thing. It's the jara that makes a romantic relationship works. If you take out, so what you have is you might as well be living with you actually your
have
older brother.
A very polite and nice. You have somebody who likes you enough to be kind to you and to be in the same space as you.
Yeah.
I am not hearing he worships the ground I walk on. I'm not hearing he's overtly in love with me. I am not even hearing, so he has this trauma, but I'm not hearing there is a willingness to even sort of do something about it to move on. And you've now said, you have this misalignment. I think that sometimes you over-index on relationships because you're not sure what's happening next.
Yeah. Also, I think she feels a little anxious and stuck because
of the financial thing as well. They live together.
So it's a big, everything feels big.
It's a proper untangling.
Yeah.
But honestly, it just does not sound like the right thing for you. And it's not bad. So nobody's going to say, I'm not even saying he's a horrible person. You've mentioned a lot of issues, but I don't even think, he's an awful person to you. But it's quite clear that this isn't what you want.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that it is the type of thing that you can, there's some things that are issues in a relationship that you people can drag. It's not enough to end the relationship over. It's something that can be figured out. But there's so many things here that I just don't know that the activation energy that it would take, see, as a science student, that it will require to kind of jump over this issue is too high. So to me, I think the thing that you need to figure out the most is your finances, because obviously you live together and your bills. But I don't know that it is worth like holding on for dear life to this relationship.
Yeah.
I think you've tried, and I think people forget that sometimes the purposes of dating is to find out if it can work.
Yeah.
And once you found out that it cannot work, yes, so you feel bad or somehow, but that's actually the point.
That's
you
the
have
point.
now discovered that this is not your person. And that's the whole
fine.
idea.
That's fine.
And now you have enough information to move on and hopefully kind of be in a different thing. But my best advice to you is to start figuring out what your finances can be and to think about exiting, because I'm not sure this is like doing too well for you. So we have an update from a previous dilemma, which I love. Nothing I love more than an update. Okay, this person is retired chief bridesmaid. And they say, hi, FK and Jola. This is an update to a dilemma I sent earlier this year about being made chief bridesmaid for a wedding that, as it turned out, never existed.
Good.
Oh,
I remember that.
Yes. Chimo, I'm sorry again. At the time, I was heavily involved. I was helping with planning, doing tasks, and really showing up. Eventually, you both said what needed to be said. And a lot of people also told me to step back and stop overextending myself. Well, small updates. Of course, the wedding never happened as expected. It was just a fantasy of what she would imagine if she was getting married. And me, I was imagining with her.
Eesh.
There was no proper explanation. There was no conversation. There was nothing. That is about the wedding not happening.
Okay.
And let me even add this part that I didn't mention. There was also no proposal, no ring, no will you marry me, no I love you, no marry me. There was actually nothing. He had actually only told her that he will marry her later.
Hey.
And then she started planning the entire wedding. Bam. So that's what they found out, that last, the whole planning started because he said to her that he will marry her, not that he was going to. Anyway, I only later heard that the supposed husband is a complete mommy's boy who didn't want to go against his mom, which is why everything was being pushed as quote unquote private, only for it to turn into nothing. Yimu. Till today, she hasn't properly addressed it with me. There's been no apology about how she treated me, no clarity, nothing. Now, here's the part that is now confusing me. She has moved on as if nothing happened. And now the next thing is she's asking me to help her plan her birthday from New York, America. Meanwhile, I'm trying to just focus on my life here. At some point, she even started talking about outfits, and I jokingly but seriously told her, you might as well use the outfits that you bought for your wedding photo shoot so that it doesn't waste. This whole thing just feels strange again, because how do you carry someone along for something as big as a wedding, say nothing when it doesn't happen, and then come back asking for help to plan another event again? To be clear, this time I said no, and I've created distance, because honestly, I don't understand. Anyway, that's her business. That's a flipping business at a big age. Well, thanks so much for the serious advice and also all the yelling in the comments. You see, we do help people.
We sure do.
And that is really, what is...
I have one.
Okay.
This person is called Your Sister's Sister. Says, hey, ladies and guests, if any, I just want to say that I've loved your podcast and listened for years.
Thank you so much.
So much has actually changed in my life, but tuning in every week is one of the things that has remained constant. Baba God's faithfulness. I never thought I would rise to the podcast, but man, I want to keep this short because I know how you guys say we should be concise. So this is my attempt. I think I'm slightly becoming jealous of my sister. I'm 30 and she's 23 and she's literally in the relationship I've always dreamed of being in. I feel very stupid because we have such an age gap and it's just the two of us. And I love her with all my heart. So we tell each other every single thing. I've watched this boy pursue her, court her, and now they're planning a life together. And I know what you're saying. They're young, but it's not puppy love, guys. I promise you it isn't. As someone who's watched his inception, prayed about it with her, and hangs out with them regularly, this is her husband. And I pretty much knew it before she did. You see, we grew up in an abusive house. My dad would beat my mom for years, but when I was 15, she took my sister and I and ran. We left when my sister was young, but she remembered everything in quite graphic details. We would talk about relationships and she would say never, that it would take heaven, moon, earth, and stars for her to want to be in a relationship with a man. Whereas Mumumi still believed in love and thought I would meet my husband in uni, settle down, get married, etc. Well, nope. Here I am still helplessly single, bad date after bad date. And honestly, I think it's driven by the fact that my family is convinced that she will marry before me because they've planned it for when she's a bit older, around 26. Although I know he would propose tomorrow if he could. And to me, it's like, how? But without even a boyfriend, can I really say that? Trust me, I'm super happy for her. And I want her to be in a happy and fulfilled relationship. I don't want her man. That one is rubbish. I've never even really focused on relationships as much, but seeing how gentle, loving, and respectful her partner is with her, there's a tinge somewhere in the back of my heart. But yeah, I know I'm not a rubbish human, but I feel really, really bad.
So, do you know, this thing is normal. I think people are shocked. And it's quite jarring to realize that jealousy is a thing as a good person that you will feel when something you want is presented inside your face.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you can see it to a point where it's not, people will console themselves with, everybody on Instagram is pretending to be happy. No, this one, they're happy. And also it's something you really want. And it's also at the same time not working out for you. Babe, I promise you this thing is fine. I don't think you want your sister's man.
No.
I think it is just, she's in a great relationship that is going somewhere. You want that, you don't have it. And you feel jealous. I want to give you every assurance. This is the most normal reaction to this P.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing that can make it an issue is what you do with this information.
Yep.
You cannot sit in it. You cannot also allow it to make you weird or whatever. You kind of have to recognize that, okay, this is something you want. It's not something she's doing to you. And start moving along with that. Like, it's just a thing of sitting with what you have discovered now is you really want to be in a relationship. That's what has come out from all this thing, which is okay. And that it is weird for you to both be happy for her and also be jealous for her. But it's normal.
It's normal.
It is. But Brisky said it's normal. Normal. Completely normal. Like, this thing is a normal thing that's happening to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't even want you to feel any type of way.
Yeah.
What you're feeling.
Nobody thinks it's that
100%.
you want her own man.
I promise you, when you even said it, I was like, I don't think you want her man.
He's just choking you.
He's just doing you somehow because you don't have it. Okay? And it's not a problem.
It's normal.
It's just, this is how it is. You're not a witch. This is what normally happens to people.
Yeah.
You see people really happy. You're happy for them. It doesn't take away from the fact that people will want to like sanctify the emotion. So you want it to be that you're happy for them, but you also recognize that you are jealous. It's okay. It's okay. You've not died. Don't worry. We don't think you're a bad person. You're just jealous. The thing is just to not really focus on that and to just focus on, okay, now we know that now you want a relationship badly.
Yeah. I think it also culturally it doesn't help that she's also older.
It doesn't help at all
that
because
you're older than her.
there is this perception of you're jealous of her because blah, 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 and you cannot allow yourself
and
playing
you've not put yourself on the clock. I noticed because when you said, you're
happen
30
before
and that they want it to happen before she's 26, I can say that you've already said I have 3
starting to calculate
years.
many things.
Yeah. I don't think you should try, like Fekemi said, to overly sanctify the emotion. You're not jealous of your sister per se. You're jealous of that. You see that loving, happy.
I'm telling you.
I even sort of like summarized the thing. She put a lot of details.
That's what I'm saying. You OT rule. She has thought about it, father. Am I a witch?
Am I a pants?
She said,
am I smelling?
what is wrong with me? Why, as in, do you hate me?
Yeah.
So don't worry, you've thought about it at length. It's because it's your sister that is so somehow, because you're seeing it now. You're seeing it, but you're also a person. My own thing is that, number one, this time pressure that you're about, and it sounds like you're at the cusp of putting it on yourself that, okay, you've calculated maybe she'll get married in the next 2 years. So you want to quickly see what you can run.
No, you can make happen.
My dear, don't do anything.
I put it
don't
to you.
do stupid things.
I put it to you.
If you play any stupid games, there's only stupid prizes that are left available currently now. First of all, you see people like Klay Thompson. The problem with Megan is she has returned him to the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Now somebody else is going to pick up that fool. So you don't want to be that. I just think you have to break it down. Separate, okay, this is what you want from it being about your sister. And don't allow it to make you weird with her. She hasn't done anything to you. And the way you feel is also not like about her. It's just about you and what you want. And unfortunately, the thing with things like love and relationship is it is a lot of time and chance. There are things you can do. Oh, you put yourself out there, or according to Instagram coaches, you walk in a feminine way. You reduce your voice. This cho we're doing now, it can't even, that is not advised, allegedly. But the truth is that it's so much time and chance that you can't really like.
I was talking to somebody about this.
You can't like set your life on a timer of I'm finding love, because there is so much of just one thing jams two thing, and then you
and you're both on the same
and it's not even that you meet the right person at the right time and in the right place. There's so many different things that have to line up, and most people are not controlling that. Like, it's not what they did that allowed them to meet this person at this right time. So if you want, you can attempt to put yourself out there or be introduced to people, go on more dates. But I just want you to recognize that the fact that you really want it does not mean, it's not like a straight line to it's happening. And you kind of have to sit with that so that this thing doesn't get worse and like overwhelm you.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I have to say, Bele. It's not easy, but you just have to be able to like modulate the emotion. See that English?
Okay. I have another. I even highlighted some because I was like, yeah, we have people having issue.
People having issue. There's one issue that is relating to the one we read.
Okay.
Last week, which I quite enjoy. Hold on. Okay. Sister in distress. There's a lot of sister issue today. Good afternoon. Yesterday's dilemma. Please, I just want to say that a political junkie wrote, this one is a voice dilemma.
We have
and
to
then
find
proceeded to not say anything. Maybe we attach a link. We have a voice thing you can drop. Or you two, why didn't you take initiative and attach a link to your voice note so that we'll know that you're a serious person. Anyway, Sister in Distress says, good afternoon. Yesterday's dilemma with the siblings and the inheritance has caused me to write in, and I hope you guys can share your perspective, because me, I'm at a loss. My younger sister, 27, is getting married in a few months. Okay. And I will not lie, she has made us proud by how unconventional she is, but I'm not sure how far is too far.
Okay.
Our parents have already disclosed that there is a separate account for her in case her husband happens to be a mad person. And this babe says she can't hide anything from the man, that they are one. It's not a lot of money, like the other people. But our mother especially said the purpose is to give her a year's worth of rent comfortably in Lagos in case anything happens. I am so fucking confused. Because how can this babe not understand the concept of vex money? Me, I've told her parents not to give her the account details, but everyone is looking at me like I'm mad. The babe listens to the podcast, so maybe both of you can speak sense to a coconut head, because me, I've tried.
So I believe in vex money. I believe in
it wholeheartedly.
Women having like private resources and funds. But do you know something I've also realized we're not taught? On the one hand, if you're a kid that grew up in church, you're a church girl, you hear a lot about women sharing, women being open. But I've realized that given all the kind of stuff that happens regularly in culture, when we hear all these stories, I don't find a lot of instances where the women are as aware of men's finances
as they are taught to make men aware of theirs.
It always seems to be that they have an idea, or what always calls that they thought that they had an idea. So they'll say they know that he has a good job. But if you ask them this good job, what's his salary? How much does he earn? I don't know.
Does he have savings?
If he does side business, how much does he have?
Does he have investment? Does he have any money somewhere? Like, does he own property?
Give him anything?
Once you start actually getting into it, you realize people are not having this conversation.
So I think the thing where you seem like, because what she's saying is that you're encouraging her to lie to her partner. Yeah. That's how she's reading it. You guys need to ask her, so how much does she know about him? You're not asking for numbers and figures, but you see these things that Fakemi and I just said. Can she answer those things honestly? Don't make up a number and don't make her feel defensive, because what you are doing is something that girls in love really, really adore.
Yeah.
Which is you make it them and their lover against the world. Once
against
you become
you.
antagonistic, it's like nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter. You can see when they get so hot and bothered about, she just wants me, I don't even understand why mommy
All
and
of a
daddy
sudden, that stupid boy will be saying, I just love you because you're so ride or die.
Yeah,
Okay, now.
you open up to me. So the thing is, you actually have to explain to her, not about vex money. It's about
why this will be there.
In this instance, this thing she wants to do has to be about full reciprocation, and she's not the one to make the first move.
Yeah.
So what is bringing up, is it just a deep love and an excitement about their future?
No, she said that he's the one.
Yes. And she's not lying.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the one. But what I'm saying is that
and she doesn't understand how,
Yes.
if he's the one, she
Why
should
won't she
hide
need it?
anything from him.
But what I'm saying is, before you even get to hiding, this outburst of let me be open with you needs to come from him.
It has to be both sides.
No, and it's him that will start it, because somebody
keep
that thinks
quiet
like
first.
this believes in traditional rules.
Yeah.
So you must tell her that he needs to be the one to initiate. So
Let
that means
him
he has
also
sat her down and they've
open up.
gone through bank statements.
You know his own quote-unquote vex money. So you can be like, okay, I can put this into the fray. But the other thing that if you're the sister, that you need to realize is your mom is only trying to protect you.
Yeah.
It is a buffer.
It sounds crazy.
And it is a buffer
but that's
because
what it
nobody's
is.
planning for the downfall of a marriage. But we've seen things, my sister. And when a lot of issues happen in marriage, a huge issue is the finances of how will I cope.
Yep.
Your mom has thought ahead to say, well, I have put a coping money so that you have a roof over your head in case. If the marriage lasts, and then you will not need to access the money for this.
Wonderful.
But I think part of the point is that you will be okay. And I don't know that it is about telling you to lie to your husband. Most men know that their wives have vex money, actually. I think it is just, I believe in saying that I have vex money, full stop. Any other further details about it, vex me first, now you find out how much is there. But I don't know. I think it is wise to have a buffer, just in life in general.
Yeah.
That's just what I think.
with you.
And what the truth is that just with any two people, there are parts of his money you also cannot access.
100%.
As it should be. Please, let's be serious. Most married people I know, they still have their own money.
Yeah.
So it is not about him not being the one. Your sister is a bit older and she's just coming from probably a more realistic place.
I think there's also something, and I don't know if I might be right. I want people to let me know if I'm wrong, but I think there's an element to also honoring the spirit of a gift.
Right.
In the way it was given.
And not using it for something else.
So your mom has given you a buffer, and a buffer that is for you is not meant to be a shared resource. So you see in some very, very wealthy families where they do it particularly for female children, where maybe your grandfather, your grandmother was rich and your grandmother left property to
for you,
her female children. And she often says, they will sometimes say stuff like, not often, don't let me exaggerate, but sometimes say things like, this can only be inherited by
your children,
by this granddaughter's children, or if so, the proceeds have to be held in trust for the children, because the spirit of it is to protect or to
it's for
enhance.
you.
It's for you.
It's for you.
And yes, you are now joined with this person, but the thing is, try to remove malice from the way you're thinking about this gift
malice
of protection.
Or this, nobody's trying to, I promise you that your mom is not trying to cause a problem in your relationship. She's just looking out for you. And I think that in this case, I would look at it like that and I would go with it. Honestly, I hope you are right that he's the one and you guys have a brilliant, happy marriage and that you never have to use the money for this. At a certain point, you can then decide, actually, you know what, guys, I'm going to use the money for something else. But I just don't know that it is now that you should throw it into your joint marital pool is my own thing. Honesty is the best policy. You can tell him that your mom gave you some money. You cannot access it. Cool. I actually support your sister that they should not give you the account details.
Yeah, not for now.
It does not look like, so that you don't have to lie. I don't have the details though, but this is so and so money that is for me. Finish. So this is my own view. I feel like this is going to be one of those things where it will surely end up that it's because we're not married.
Of course, and why not?
Meanwhile, I saw a comment on the last clip about the inheritance money, and someone wrote, like, one of my dear friends, Alex, proceeded to send me the screenshot. It can never send me when people say, "Oh, this is so good." No, the man wrote, any man that decides to be with that lady in blue will live a life of regret.
Forgive me, please.
I said,
On to what?
Is it up to that? Just that, as in that clip that we posted, I said, oh, come on. What was now upsetting to me, there were likes on the tweet. Other people also. What's funny?
Forgive me, you finished me.
Why would you say that? I said a life of regret is so crazy. And you couldn't even mention my name. You said this lady.
That lady.
On blue. That lady on blue.
There's a way Nigerians say that lady that is very insulting.
It's actually
so insulting.
It's very, you can tell that he just came across this video and thought, oh my shit.
Someone has referred to me right in front of them. I was standing in front of them. They said this lady. And I knew he wanted to say this bastard, but he couldn't say the name he wanted to say.
That didn't really paid me up. I said, why? I said, why did you say that?
He never said it would suffer. I said a life of regret.
I also opened Twitter back up and just asked him that, okay, why did you say that? Why did you say that? What did I say in the clip? You know when you now start shouting, listen to the whole podcast.
Okay, I have one that's juicy.
Okay.
This person calls themselves The Other Woman. Says, hey, girly pops, I recently discovered your podcast through a mutual friend last year and now I'm addicted. Please keep it up. I'm waiting for that African tour. Anyway, on to my dilemma. I'm a 36-year-old woman and I've been in a relationship with a man in his 40s for about 4 years now. On the surface, everything seems fine. We get along really well, rarely argue, and he treats me decently. But there's one major issue I can't ignore, his relationship with his child's mother. He has a child from a previous relationship, which I completely understand. However, his dynamic with his ex feels very uncomfortable and honestly inappropriate sometimes. They text constantly and not just about their child. It's everyday conversations, emotional check-ins, random chats, things that don't seem necessary for co-parenting. There have been moments that really made me question my place in his life. For example, he once left me in the middle of our date night because she called him saying she was sad and on the verge of a mental breakdown, and he immediately went to her. Doesn't stop there. His family is very close to hers as well. Recently, during his father's birthday, when they were taking family pictures, his dad specifically asked for the baby mom to join them, even though I was right there. It felt so awkward, especially because he has 2 daughters, and yet she was still centered in that moment. Another thing that worries me is the future. Anytime I try to have serious conversations about marriage or moving forward, he avoids and says things like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. At this point, I'm over everything, but I don't want to seem like I'm jealous of his ex and his child. My friends keep telling me it's fine and I shouldn't leave because of the time we spent together and my age. I'm giving you guys permission to cuss me out because I'm really confused and I don't know what to do. I'm married, please.
Okay,
a married lady of suffering.
She doesn't know what to do.
Please take the floor.
Sorry, before I actually respond, there's just a couple of things I would love to point out. They've been dating for 4 years. Mm-hmm. He said that they will cross the bridge when they get there. Okay, where are they now? Like on the way to the bridge, where are they? Like how far are they at the gates, or like they're where, like in the 4 years, how close to the bridge are they that they want to cross when they get there? I even agree with him, it's good. When you get to the bridge, they normally cross it, but like where have they reached?
Which distance?
Do you get, where have they reached precisely? Look, sis, the reason you wrote here, you know what to do. And also nothing is making me more irritated about the whole thing you said than that thing your friends told you of your age and the time you spent with him.
Yeah.
That time has passed and it will pass. Sis, any man that is leaving you because his ex is sad, you're not the primary relationship that he has now. John now. Somebody said they're co-parenting, they're texting 24/7. Think about it too. Nothing happened to her. Nothing happened to his child. She was having a bad day. And he thought to himself, should I risk my relationship for this? Yes. There was not even like a pause. I'm sure you're even saying no now. He's like, please now, like, as in she's really upset. You're wasting my time.
No, she didn't say no because she's trying to assure she's not jealous. And this is where I come in.
Sis, you are jealous.
One of my favorite things is people trying to force themselves to be more mature.
And they are.
It's one of my favorite things in the world because I don't understand. Have you ever shocked like somebody you are dating when they try to like imply you had a low emotion and you said yeah? Like someone has asked me before, like, you're sounding jealous. I said, yeah.
Duh.
Like, what are you talking about?
I was like, which one is this?
I said, I'm incredibly angry. I'm very jealous. This thing you people are doing is very stupid.
It's very irritating.
And that shock.
And the fact that you think it, I don't have any issue.
There's nothing bad to me. Is where you go a step further than the emotion that you have a problem, right? What I don't understand is I am jealous of this relationship because that's not what we have here.
Sorry,
mind you, she wrote he treats me decently.
It's jealous.
She didn't say he's the love of my life. He's nice. He's kind.
I need to also be honest. It's not even that you're jealous. I'm sorry. It is inappropriate. Yeah. Full stop. There is nothing. This is not how they do co-parenting. Yeah. These people are in a relationship,
and everybody else recognizes they're in a relationship, including his family, except
you.
No, she doesn't.
She knows.
It's very weird to me that you just don't.
Jola, she knows. The difference is that they have a title and like the formality. She knows they're in a relationship. And the funny thing is that part of the reason I am assuming she won't bring it up is because you'll be afraid to find out who he will choose.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this kind of thing, it will be tough to discover that when it comes down to it. I don't even suggest you do ultimatum. Don't disgrace yourself. But if you actually run this thing, no, I'm serious because I feel like it's when
it's a terrible person.
If she actually runs this like a conversation that is, you kind of have to set a boundary. She might discover that the person he is not interested in pushing back is you that will be pushed. And so the problem for me is that you're not bringing it up. Like you don't want to rock the boat, but my dear, your boat is leaking. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Water is coming into, you are in a sinking ship. And the problem is that he actually he's so comfortable in this dynamic because you've made it so okay. What he wants is, he wants to continue to have like a leg in with the mother of his child and also have a full-blown relationship with you. And you have made it perfect for him. He's going around telling people his babe is so chilled.
So understanding.
Like he talks to his ex. He doesn't have any issue with her. Yeah. And his girlfriend is actually so understanding. This man is so happy. He's actually the happiest person in the world. The baby mama too likes you because she's like, anything that she doesn't get in our way. Yeah. I don't want to have the man all the time. But when I want to see him, she allows him to come. There is nothing here that is benefiting you.
I was going to say that it would have been different if the only person I know who has a healthy relationship, so her husband has a kid from a previous relationship. And what he did that let her know like he was serious about her, serious about the relationship, was he started to involve her in
the kids' things?
No. He started making sure that she also liaises with
the woman.
Right. And there was the nature of that made it clear to her that these people are cordial, but they don't have they're not emotionally attached to each other outside of the fact that they have a kid together. So which one is he? So by the time you say he left you at dinner,
come on.
If you had even said, we went together.
Also, if you had said she was sick and she like fell down and had an accident, that is like a human being.
And then you
go. Which one is he left?
He left you at dinner because they have a different type of relationship. His parents considered the fact that he was it's just
they have 2 children and his parents are like
the 2 of them are. This is a rom-com.
Yeah,
they are the 2 of them protagonists.
They're the ones that got away,
and you are that.
Yeah, the babes that like they used to like build the plot.
Yes,
up until when they're ready.
The audience doesn't like.
Yeah. Like the audience. Well, you know when you're watching a film and you're like, if only this person moves so that we can see road now.
It's like Parent Trap and that.
Yeah,
lady,
that lady.
To marry you.
That you're just there to like move the plot forward.
Even worse, the Von Trapps.
Oh, that's awful.
And what's her name?
Terrible.
Baroness. What's her name?
That's actually terrible.
That's who you
and
are.
Nasty.
Because in this retelling of the story, right? That's what it says. In their rom-com, you are the
Like, it's not bad, but you're not the one.
Yeah.
You're just, I don't even think, I'm trying to think of another movie where it's not as if you're a bad person, but you're not the one. Like, you're not where we are ending up. You're kind of along for the ride.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit unfortunate, but I need you to get down. Like, I need you to actually get down. I need you to get down. I need you to get down and then rise up. You need to say something. Because this situation you've created is only you that feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Nobody else is uncomfortable. And the problem is, it's only when you confront this situation with the man that I need you. And you're not fighting, no. You're like, see, personally, I'm not comfortable with this. And I would like there to be clear boundaries. But. Don't do more than yourself. No, when you just say that, you express it that I don't like it. Which one is that? It's rubbish. You're texting the babe, blah, blah, blah. She has to.
I don't agree with you.
And then she'll find out what he's gonna do.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. You're saying, no, don't do more than yourself, blah, 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 blah. Do you know that everybody is entitled in their relationship?
Don't do more than yourself. I mean, look, with the what we've heard, she cannot go there on I needed to choose now.
And that tells you all you need to know.
I mean, I know what I need to know. She doesn't know.
Okay, fair.
We know.
That tells you all you need to know, because I feel like
I know who he has chosen already.
In every relationship, there's a safety that comes with being able... If you can't crash out safely in your relationship, then you know what the problem is.
Oh, no, she can't crash out.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you can't, like, have a full crash out, where you're valid, but you're like what you're doing is valid. You're misbehaving, but fully you're valid.
100% correct.
You're right. You're correct. If you can't do that because your anxiety is that your partner will choose somebody else, then you self, you already know.
I need you to know that you're 100% absolutely correct. Yeah. And yet, that is what she's going to discover.
It's so difficult to be in your 30s and not married, because people will have you eating all types of shit.
Bro, I'm sorry. This is so much shit to be eating. And
you'll be eating all sorts of shit.
You need to actually just get down. Like, this is just... Let me tell you the truth. If you don't stop it now, this time will pass.
Yeah.
No matter what. This time will pass. And guess what? They have children. That woman is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so we just need to be... And the truth is that he is the one that has to set a boundary. You cannot create the rules for them to follow.
Do you know what I think it is? She's in a serious relationship and he's in a casual relationship.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Look, he's eating his cake and having it. He has a pseudo relationship here and he has a full relationship here, and it's okay. So the truth is, unless you say something, nothing is going to happen. I just need you to be so prepared that when you say something,
you're not going to get the results.
You won't get it.
Yeah.
You won't get it. Not worry.
In advance. But yeah.
But
your gut instinct is correct.
I think your gut instinct is correct. You also, there is I think one of the worst realizations in life is somebody doesn't like you enough.
Oh, we talk about this all the time.
It's not that they don't like you. What you now are acutely aware of, they don't like you enough to do the things that like you think is necessary. It's just not there enough for them. And unfortunately, there's not really that much you can do or should do to try and increase how much somebody likes you. I don't believe in that. So I don't know. I think obviously you've been together for 4 years. There's something that's keeping people together, but I'm sorry, this is inappropriate. If he was behaving like this with a woman that was not his baby mama, this is not how you frame it. You will say that he as in it's inappropriate, blah, blah, blah. It's just because you're trying to like toe the line.
Yeah, you're
trying to be understanding because he has kids with her. But having kids with somebody does not mean disrespecting you. So it's tough, my sister, but let me know, like, and all your friends saying, oh, because of your age, they will not also want to accept this. So let everybody face
Let
everybody face their maker, please. Let everyone face their particular maker. It is quite unfortunate, I would say. But I think it also is what it is. Bele, it's tough. Let me not lie, Bele. But go and have the conversation, shall let us know how it goes.
I had a weird thing. I actually watched something. I don't know, but I think we watched different ones. So maybe we should talk about the difference she makes thing.
Okay.
Maybe we should talk about the one you want, because I watched something different that I found interesting.
I watched an episode of The Difference She Makes, and it was with this South African lady called, please forgive me if I don't pronounce her name correctly, Zikona Ndlebe is how I think you pronounce her name. And I really enjoy her. So she is similar to what we're talking about with this Sibonil, the first woman. She was talking about, she works in the South African judiciary and she's trying to make policies better within the judiciary. And the part that was really interesting was there was a context of, basically, they had a tribunal case, I think around last year, I'm not sure the time exactly, but recently, where a judge was accused of sexually harassing his secretary.
Ooh.
Right? Now, the problem was that at the point they're doing the tribunal, the policy that was in place is a policy that is forward-looking. Like, so the policy applies from then on. But there is the policy that was there from 2024 cannot take any action right
what
now.
had happened
the
before.
problem is, like, in the tribunal, there has now been, and she was saying it was the last day of, like, the recent judge's tenure or whatever, that they set in this new policy going forward.
Okay.
Where, so for example, there are situations where all the language is very vague. And so you can't actually take action on the complaints, especially to not just women in general, South Africa, women in the judiciary. So this is a judge you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, there are helplines, but there's nobody staffing them. They don't work. There are reporting systems, but when you look at where the report goes,
It just goes nowhere.
it goes nowhere. And so she was like, part of the problem is they're like looking into a case or trying a case where the policy that they have made in the middle of the case will help the next person. But the policy that was there before cannot help this person that is helping to make the policy come forward. And the judge that signed the next policy, it cannot do anything to him. So her whole thing was about looking at spaces like, the judiciary, spaces of power where women are, and making sure that it's not that there are no policies. So they were talking about how across Africa, it's not that there are no policies, it's that when you actually look at the policy is just, it just
vague.
says things.
It's vague.
You cannot do anything with what it says, that anybody that is worth their salt will argue you out of.
Interesting.
Of the thing. So I found that particular example of the helpline crazy, because she was like, they did the helpline.
There's a number.
It's just that the number doesn't work. there's nobody mandated to man the number.
You can write your statement.
When you point and when you complain, they'll say that,
call the helpline.
this is the form. But you and I both know that there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but like what you want us to say is that there's nowhere to complain. There is, but nobody attends to your complaint. So she was like, if even within the judiciary itself, you as the judge's secretary are not protected, then what chance
does a regular
babe have, who is not even in the understanding of the places where they put the power together? So she was talking to another babe who wasn't the host from Kenya, who is also looking at like how this is working in Kenya and other African countries. And they're all just saying the same things, that when you look at the laws around women, particularly sexual harassment, sexual assault, they are there. There are things there. When you try to use them to enforce one single thing like this, is when you realize that we're whining ourselves.
Yeah, they're quite weak.
They're very, very weak. Like you can't take them to court. And these things are kind of done on purpose. And so she was just explaining how her whole work has been coming out and saying, so from 2024 to 2025, there's a change in policy. From 2025, they're still trying to change. And she was like, it's an ongoing thing, because 2024 policy is different from 2025 policy, even though they were fighting 2024. Now they're still fighting 2025, and they still change another 2 small things again till next year. So for me, it was a bit exhausting, because I was like, just imagine you just have to keep like, so now they fought that people are manning the hotline. But the next thing is, okay, but when you actually report,
what happens?
And I'm like, so that one is not now there.
I really like. I think sometimes for real change to happen, particularly around law, you realize how much of an uphill.
Oh, it's an uphill battle.
It's not
and
just
it also takes so long.
Yeah, it takes long.
It takes really, really, really long. And then it also requires, unfortunately, So you're just saying something like this to happen where it is, the thing is high profile because it is a judge and a judge's secretary. So you know that this is not a person without understanding of the law.
But sometimes is even that knowledge of the law that means they know exactly how to take advantage of it. Yeah.
Exactly. So that woman knows that I should be protected, and yet I am not.
And then the judge also is
aware
that the protections are only there in theory, but the practice of it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and
so
I kept thinking to myself, like, okay, now they're even having a tribunal.
Yeah.
I looked at Nigeria. I said, we've had similar high-profile cases of which tribunal did you do?
Yeah, I think it's just so slow and such an uphill climb.
So it really is like a not a losing battle, but it is like hard won and hard fought, and that made me a bit sad. But it was nice to hear the progress. But I was just like, this babe this is like what her career is dedicated to. But it is like year on year, she is like making
chipping.
She's chipping, and I just keep thinking, okay, but if we're changing the law, let them change everything. But she's like,
it doesn't work that way. Yeah.
You will win.
It doesn't work that way.
They will sign this one because you've dragged it. Then next year, you will now come back again. Then you come back again. And slowly and surely, you will just start. And she was now even saying other things like there being, presence of women in the judiciary. All those things are changing because how a woman will rule on such a case is different from how a man, and you don't realize that makes a difference until somebody else is quoting the precedent but this judge ruled. You will now start thinking, because she's a woman, that she's like, actually this is she was just explaining kind of her work around changing of policy and how it's just a thing that takes time. And how, so she started it because her mom was like, I don't know, but she wasn't a lawyer, but she worked in a firm. And so she was explaining that her mom was giving documents to like the people in suits. And she was wondering, who are those people
in suits?
And then people in suits were lawyers. And then how she got into this specifically was she actually read the policy once and then she was like, oh shit, we're in big trouble.
I like that.
And she's like, part of the challenge is most people are not reading any policy like in your life. Is not you, me and you are not reading like policy about anything. And she was like, lawyers, she's a lawyer, so are also not reading policy like at length because probably their company or criminal lawyers, their corporate is not there. But there is a sect of lawyers now that are around this changing of policy.
Nice.
And it's just like, you just have to like keep going at it. But I liked it because she has a system and the strategy is working. 2024 has changed 2025 and she's going and she's like, this is the only way we can do it. Let's all get on board.
I love that.
But it was nice. I liked it. They were also like yuppie babes. I quite enjoyed that because sometimes these things are so heavy and she had like long blonde braids. I was like, I love a baddie that is moving and shaking, man.
Baddies in love.
Yeah.
Love that. That's interesting.
That was really, really something, especially because the Kenyan babe was now saying, funny enough, although there's a lot more like public outcry and cases about sexual harassment by South Africa, because of that, they're actually moving a little bit further ahead in policy change than somewhere like Kenya where, because the noise is not as much.
Yeah, there's no like public interest.
So, I was just thinking about Nigeria. I was shy.
No, don't worry about that.
I was finished.
I feel like this episode has been too serious, which is very abnormal for my birthday episode. Very abnormal.
Raggedy.
But what can I say? Matured.
Yeah, no. Matured,
ladies.
Older and wiser.
I can't remember. Somebody was asking me like, how do you feel? I said, please.
People always ask this
let's
thing.
just know.
Every time one of our friends gets married, someone finds a way to ask, how do I feel about like being so matured? And I'm like, I know what you're asking me.
I didn't say why we old and
I know what you're asking me. I'm like, I know what you're asking me. Don't worry.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Debbie.
Let's have it.
There's a lot going on here. Guys. Oh, this is very cute. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday. This cake is like a poster.
It is very cute. I like this. It's very pink too. Oh, this is very nice. Flowers is even plastic. Thank you guys. Thank you. Figure out to do what? Please don't let us lose subscribers.
Please, my sister. I used to be a rapper.
Yeah, sure.
That is not a joke. My rap name was MC Flexi. You guys don't know anything about it.
Yes.
You don't know anything about it. And like, that's fine. Those who know, they
Who
know.
is those?
Oh, trust me, there's a track out there.
Who knows MC
It's
Flexi?
just that if you people find this, I'm leaving this
Actually,
podcast.
quite like that name. That's a very cool
I'm
name.
telling you.
Yeah, MC Flexi is a nice name.
I was there. You guys just don't know. I had bars, serious flows. We did remix to Touch It with my band.
Please.
You know,
Don't worry. Thank you, Debbie.
you know how they were so solid crew?
Yeah.
We were so liquid crew.
Okay, forgive me.
That's not a joke.
Okay, I'm so stressed out on your behalf right now.
I'm just revealing things to you, like about who I used to be.
Okay. Thanks, but no thanks. I was going to talk about something, but now I've forgotten it. And it was so silly. It was very, very stupid, but I actually have forgotten. It was very dumb.
What is the nature
It was a very,
of
very
the thing?
it was a very foolish thing. I can't actually, I feel like I remember halfway to my house, I start shouting in the car, but actually I can't even remember the thoughts that
context.
carried me there. No, I can't even remember the thought that carried me there, but it was called something that was from one of our very crazy conversations yesterday, and now I can't remember.
Oh, you guys, what yesterday made me realize is that, let me tell you something, no matter how good you are as a group of friends, a group trip will bring out so many things. You guys.
Yeah.
A group
But
trip
let's even
will
make it
bring
happen
out
first
so
before we
many
talk so
things.
much.
We've not gone on this trip, and I need you to know that there was like an hour and a half of arguments. On a trip, not only have we not gone, we've not booked, we've not planned, and yet people are arguing about the master bedroom. I said, we don't even know if there's a master bedroom. And well, I have just a random question.
Okay, I'm listening.
Do you think men should wax?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's. I think it does
more
three
from
things.
like a pain
Yes.
perspective.
Yes.
I think I think they're too quick because, and how this came about is a friend told me something that honestly, I haven't seen the group chat riled up like that in a long time.
What happened?
So obviously waxing is a bit painful, and she had like an unintended appointment quickly. This is actually a person she's with, but he had traveled, and she didn't. He did surprise.
Okay.
So she had planned to wax on his normal schedule, like 3 days before he was back.
So he doesn't
But
like gardening.
in a romance way, he now came back like a fool. He came back, surprised her, lovely. She now quickly shaved. This man now had a conversation about his preference.
Like, he prefers when she waxes, not when she
what
shaves.
did she no? And the thing is, the conversation he had with her was, what did she do differently? She now said, oh, she shaves. She now said, oh, I think you should.
He thinks.
She now puts in the group chat that and she about to suffocate this man with her pillow, because what the hell? You know that kind of thing she was like, because this was like 2 a.m. She's like, this thing happened since, but I've been thinking about it. I've been lying here thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, I do think men
So
should
she was
wax.
now saying that what she wants to suggest is the two of them go and do the wax together.
Yeah.
So that next time
Waxing is so humbling.
your mouth will not be so quick to just open
Waxing
that
is
all
very
your
humbling.
preference is for her to wax. So she now said no problem with that. Do it. He now said, oh no. She's no. Me too, I also prefer. She said, I actually prefer.
I definitely think men
And
should
it was
wax.
so funny because everyone was now like, this is a fantastic idea.
you know what I also
I'm going to
think?
carry my own man and let's go.
I think we need to disintegrate the foundations of patriarchy as it concerns men and skincare.
Yeah.
People's faces are not looking
You
good.
need to start like...
It's choco
you need-
everywhere.
To
It's
be
not
honest, you need to be
nice.
exfoliating. And also, can I just say that as someone whose primary spec is a man with a beard, it doesn't mean you should not exfoliate the skin.
Yes.
There's actually skin underneath the beard.
Yes.
And I need you to know that the purpose... like feeling inside a bed and seeing that there are bumps, this is not like
No.
like
You need to
it's not
exfoliate.
copacetic. You need to be
You can
exfoliating
even keep it like
inside the beard.
no need
Do you-
for
do you get?
acids. Let's even just do, cleanse, tone,
Double
moisturize.
cleanse at least.
Cleanse, tone, moisturize, sunscreen.
Do you
Cleanse,
get?
tone, moisturize, sleep.
And please
Cleanse, tone, moisturize,
buy
sunscreen.
oils for your facial
Yeah.
hair. These are just like
small
important. Let the hair be soft.
Just
As in,
small
why am I
things.
sustaining injury?
Just small things.
It's just light
Something
stuff.
happened yesterday that made me laugh so much. So someone was telling a story about how he's had like negative encounters with the Nigerian police, and sometimes it's just obviously when they're in a bad mood. He tells this like finishes telling this touching story about how the policeman was just in a terrible mood. It's one of his other friends now says, "Yeah, but also, do you think it's because you have an annoying face?" And it reminded me that men know how to wind each other up so much. They know how to annoy each other so much. Because the guy now went, fair. They know how to wind each other up so much. It's crazy. Like that made me, because he listened to the guy go on and just went, do you think it's because your face is, do you also think it's because your face is annoying? And that one now went,
that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, no, this men and skincare thing is actually so important.
Just the basics.
Like
nothing
you need
crazy.
to just, why not? Nobody's asking you to have a 10-step routine.
Nope. Even
but
4.
like you need to actually do something about like, you need to be exfoliating.
Yes, it's nice.
You're not
good.
too cool.
You don't need to be
to have nice.
As somebody that has hyperpigmentation, I'm telling you, you don't need to also have it too.
Like you
Sunscreen.
just, it's actually so, you're not beyond it. And trust me, babes will like you more. I can give you it's better for you. You people need to just start trying. It be hard. Although I heard something so weird the other day. One of my friends said that she's like for male grooming, but that she thinks there is a level of shininess your mani-pedi as a man should not go beyond. I was like, which one? Where are we now?
She's not lying.
Which one is it? She said,
She's not
there's
lying.
a way they will paint your nails
That gloss.
that is so shiny that she's like, oh,
There's no need.
what is happening here?
There's
and
no
I'm
need.
like, she's like, it's now looking pearly. What's going on? I just said, what has happened
There's
that you
no
got
need.
to this place in your life? She's like, just a gentle, top coat. Yeah, okay.
What's the most irritating thing a man can do
Oh, there's
in
so
your
many
first
things.
in your first meeting?
Like
You've never met him before. This is
You
your
guys
first.
have
This is
listened
the
to the
first time you
podcast
meet.
so long. There's like about 200
Not dressing.
things that you can do.
Not dressing. Like he meets you and he says, "Hi, Fake." He says, someone says, "Oh," I say, "Polo." This Fake me, Polo.
Why would I be listening to someone called Polo?
Let's just continue.
That's the
Let's just go
first
with
thing
this.
he'll do. My name is Polo. Like how?
Okay, no problem. You know the thing that will irritate me the most?
What?
They're not going to catch it on camera, but it's when men have like a limp,
Or like a
a
handshake.
limp shake, and then try to do something like interesting
Or like try to kiss your
with
hand.
the
I'm like, please
with the
don't irritate
handshake.
me.
Yeah, or try to like do something funny with it. So maybe they take your hand and then they like try and like rub it or something like that. Yeah, we try to rub it.
Honestly, can I just say that there is a dearth of like swag. We're in a swagless society.
Swagless era, man.
Let me tell you something. Game is dying out. Bruh. It is a rare and ancient breed. It's going extinct quickly. There is no more game in the land. Men don't have Riz again. I'm telling, and look, Riz is not money. It's not packaging. I'm talking about
Game.
you don't know how to word
talk.
a babe. You
How to
don't know
talk.
how to talk. Men
How
don't
to
know how
talk.
to talk.
You don't know how
that
to
there's a
talk.
way that guys whine you that you have to actually catch yourself to not do a stupid thing.
Let me tell you what is happening now. I hear you are into. Shineke. Shinakes, man. Shinakes. We're going
Or
to
like
laugh.
someone said to me, oh, so you do a podcast. What's that about?
You know, you will say, ooh.
And he said it in this stupid tone. So what's that about? Money.
What's that about?
I said, oh. I was like, oh my God, I just hate everything. I just hate everything that's happening right now. Why will I answer you?
What's that about?
What's that about? I just thought, okay, so the problem, where do we go from here? In this conversation now, what direction have you created? There's so many things you can do. So yeah, we're in a ruthless society. And I think that one of the
Have you been on any dates recently?
I have actually.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did tell you.
You know I'm older than you. I know about things. Why didn't you tell me?
I mean,
Why didn't you tell me what was going on, Fake? Why didn't you open up to me?
because it's
To
this thing
advise
of
you.
early days.
Fair.
It's brief, it's early days, and I'm not sure. So I can't shout. It was lovely though.
Oh, that's nice. Was it the food or the company?
No, the company.
Okay, that's good.
The food was actually tough.
Yeah.
But no, so I don't know. But look, I'm telling you,
We're in a drought.
We're in a drought.
Of game.
We're in a game drought, seriously, where like if you have game, you can really shine through. You can really shine through.
I actually want to give a shout out to somebody. I want to give a shout out to my mechanic, Mr. Sean.
I don't get.
You guys, my brain box spots. If you don't know what that is, that's a
Serious issue.
That's a wow, that's a great one. And when Mr. Sean told me the price of a new brain box, I said, Mr. Sean, Tinubu is on the throne. We can't do that. Mr. Sean said, you know what? I've been riding with you since you got this car. I got you. Mr. Sean fixed my car, sends me something I could work with price-wise. Because where we were starting from, I almost lost whatever. I know people think I'm crazy, but there was still something to be lost. I promise you. I almost lost it. But Mr. Sean did, and he got my car back to me really quickly.
Oh, I love that.
Which I thought
Shout
was
out
very,
to
very
Mr.
kind.
Sean.
So
I
shout
thought
out
you
to
were going to
Mr.
tell
Sean.
us a story about somebody that has game, but this is also
Azal.
this is also fine.
Where do we see?
That's why I was going to say that. Is your mechanic wording you?
No.
What's going on now? I said Mr. Sheon Modeni, Jola, I think so bad.
I know, Mr. Sean is a Hyundai and
I
Kia
think
specialist.
so bad
a
that,
great guy.
That is Mr. Sheon we're looking to.
No, but Mr. Sean has 2 children and is married to a very lovely lady. I don't think I'm his type. I won't shout too much. I know that when he sees my name in his phone, he's just like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. This girl again. This lady again. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Have you been on any dates?
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah.
I do know about that.
You do know about that.
I mean, it's just, I don't know what's going on in the land, honestly. I've stopped dating a lot. Before,
Kekemi did not have any hobby. He just dates. I'm telling you. She didn't have anything else she was doing.
no, you guys, I don't know how
It
to
was a
explain
bit
to you
crazy.
that I was outside like mad.
It was a bit crazy. If Kekemi will have brunch, they should have dinner. I said,
It was really bad. There was a day when somebody that I had an earlier date with dropped me at the next date.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
What can I say? Most wanted.
Like, we went for lunch. The lunch went over and then I had drinks. And he was like, oh, where are you going from here? I said, oh, I'm going to meet my friends. And so he was like, oh, should I drop you? I thought,
Why
this
not?
is dynamic.
Why not?
And the other person I was going to meet was just laughing. Came outside, he said, Tifi Uber driver. But anyway, welcome, my dear. And he was like, how was your date? I said, I hate you because of the arrogance that you're moving forward. He said, I'm the one that they dropped you for. So who is winning here? If you look at it carefully, one of us did not know that you were on another date.
What's the deadest way you've been asked out?
I can literally show you.
What's the deadest way?
Because someone sent me this message like last week.
It's so recent in memory. Oh, damn, man.
I want to use this as an example of like what you should not do. This is not even actually the deadest way. This is like one of, as in people that message me because of the podcast, like on my Instagram, in my message requests. Just look at the end, that PS. He first tried to couch it with like, I watched one episode of your podcast, really great stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, he says he wants to take her out to a dinner.
When I'm what?
Whenever you are less busy and free.
What an attractive proposition. when I'm less busy and free. I just said, why in a drought? We are in a drought. This is a man that wants to move to be that. I said, let's take this dinner whenever I'm less busy and free. I said,
my friend had one, because she's not my friend, somebody I knew, but she had somebody ask her out in a way that she thought was funny and it worked. So they go to a medium-sized church. It's not a huge church. And they seen each other a few times and they said hi. And she said this time it was clear. Not now in retrospect, she realized what happened. He didn't sit down next to each other by chance. He had done it. So you know that normal, like, say something to your neighbor, blah, blah, blah. He said, thank God. He said, thank God for such a lovely day. What are you doing later? And she thought he was joking. She thought he was. She said she didn't even like. She thought it was funny. Then, like, halfway to the service,
she realized
you know, like when the pastor cracked a joke.
This would actually really work at Fountain because every week
they say talk to your neighbor
and say, as in, you don't know who I am, or better take me to lunch before you find out. And there's like law, many men use this thing.
Yeah.
So
He said that it worked really well. So they didn't. By the time they went out on like 2 or 3 days, they realized like they didn't want the same things or super compatible. But she then introduced him to another friend who introduced him to somebody else.
Oh, wow.
It's just that thing worked.
Can I
so
tell you
well.
the funniest one? Men that think they have it like that they just message you dinner at 7 tomorrow? Question mark.
Waka full stop. Waka full stop.
I'm just like, you are who now?
The wackest way I've ever been, and it has happened consistently. So I just want to put men on free game. Don't start off with, so what do you do for fun? So that when she tells you what she likes doing for fun, you now see if you can seg it into like a date, because it's actually raz. It's very raw. I know you don't think so, because you're thinking, I just want to know what she likes so that we can do something that she likes. But you have to find a cool.
I promise
entry
you,
point.
game is just dying
When you now
out.
say, so what do you like to do? Okay, and I'll say I like cussing men out. Say, can we do that
Please
together?
don't.
What do you want to
anybody
say?
that when you want to see them is when they are less busy. Just like
I'm free. No,
you've
it's not just
already.
less busy and free, because you might be
I
less
saw
busy
it and I
in
just
chains.
thought, even if I was going to answer it, what's happening here? Then I have to now admit that I'm less busy and also free.
Oh, sorry, before we go, I saw something that made me laugh so much. It's funny, but it's not funny. Because there's the funny side, but there's the side that now turns into, as most things, like a sociological experiment. So there's a whole thing on TikTok of babes, particularly new moms, feeling like maybe their husband or their boyfriend or whoever they had the baby with will call and be like, hey, in the afternoon, like, what have you been to all day? And they jump up from the bed and have to start forming.
Oh, this is what I've done.
Yeah, this is what I've been doing all day. And the thing is, that thing has only happened to me once. And during the I said, actually, I'm lying. I haven't done anything today. Because there is a performance of busyness that I don't know, women feel bad about just
But I find that
chilling.
surprising, because I'm like, if I'm already with someone, I can never, it's when you're getting to know someone that
Yeah,
you
you have to
prefer.
like.
Because if day one, I'm just chilling, I'm not doing anything.
Day
two, I'm also just by day 3, I start forming activity. But you actually have to have where you're going, because that, hey, what does your day look like? You now start thinking, me go, why don't I have what my day?
I know someone that told me
Why
that.
don't I have what my day looks like? You now start creating plans.
I know
so that
someone
you
that-
can say that, doing this.
FK, I know someone that her boyfriend helped her apply for masters. He said, the way I'm looking at you, my sister, this brain,
You don't have
anything you're
anything
using it to do, and I know you're intelligent. Like, he actually helped her. Like, she said that initially, she thought they were, like, she said, like, she had been playing, no. She was in between jobs. She had been playing for like a month. She thought he was with her. One day they went for dinner. Hey, he just opened Warwick website. He's looked at a couple of programs that she's been interested in this for a long time.
Yeah, you need to start doing something.
And,
Like, I'm tired of your shit.
She now said she didn't know she should be offended. She was like, that, she thought she would do masters next year. He said, why wait for us? We can start now.
What are you doing currently?
He said, as you are now, why don't we start? She said, oh yeah, the
that
money.
one is good. That's it. Like
She
I
said,
said,
the guy said, I will put 8,000 pounds towards it. Please.
in the like context of your boyfriend, I think it's safe and fine. It's like, honestly, it's when you're like, and this is why talking stages are shit. It is in this talking stage, you're just like, I'm lying down. What happened? Like, which one is this?
But you see, this is how...
it's like yesterday, some random man at like 6 was like, he said something and I replied and he was like, aren't you at your Sunday school?
with your friends.
Yeah. He literally wrote, aren't you at your Sunday school with your friends? And I thought, oh God. I was like,
Because she doesn't like him.
no. It wasn't even that.
You
It was
don't
just,
like
it
him?
was funny because I was like, I
We
don't
all
have
know when Faye came like somebody.
No.
This her stupid gadget.
No. I was even laughing. This boy, he has it, don't worry. Yeah, doing well. So far, so good. So, it was because I was like, wow, we've been talking for just a short time. My life is not even dynamic enough. He didn't even ask me what I was doing. He just wrote, auntie, this your Sunday school.
That thing can be embarrassing.
As if you people are always playing.
That thing can be ashamed.
He was like, as if you people are always playing. Have you not gone there? where you're playing. He now messaged me at like midnight that, oh, hey, like, are you free to talk? I said,
I'm still playing.
like,
I'm still playing with my friends.
Like one, he said, okay, you're still there. I said, fuck. I said, you guys, this is not looking.
No,
At like 2:30, I now message, I'm home. He said, oh, okay. Now that you want to, my friend, I'm going to bed. What the hell are you talking about? He said, you guys know tomorrow is Monday. I said, wow, judgment.
A lot.
He just said, no, I'm just saying that, like, as in, you guys, like, just know that it's 2 a.m.
Doesn't anything, don't mind it.
I said, that's my problem with you. You're just judging. You don't know. As he was messaging me, I was feeling somehow. I said, wow. Wow. Like, that's the problem. That's why I had to tell him that, my dear, just forget speaking to me on Sunday, my worry.
Anyway, guys, I have to go and buy cup and paper plates because these fools have insisted that they are coming to my house.
We'll be there.
I have to go and make arrangements.
We will.
Although we are in an austerity time, so
this babe told us to manage one chicken.
Yes, not just one chicken, but also, because when you say rice and chicken, that means people think they can take 1 spoon of each rice. No.
Okay, one rice.
If you take jollof rice, no fried rice for you. And actually, I did the maths again this afternoon. It's 1 chicken between 2 people. Eh?
I don't understand.
But everybody has told to come. I told them to stay at home, to eat at home first.
Me and Leila wanted to come early to pack food.
No, nothing like that. My sister, if you know what Tinubu has done to me, nothing like that.
I don't understand.
Even the water I'm buying that petite water because they don't sell shark because I just felt like pure water won't fit my aesthetic. But that cute, that small.
That's not how we do things.
It is so. It sure is. Even my parents, they were like, oh, what time? I said, no, you eat lunch in the office before you come home. Don't even try anything funny over here. Yeah. We have to be, you guys, everybody has to tighten the belt.
Right. Anyway,
so please,
we'll be there.
One, fake me.
When you see me eating the second chicken, let's see what's will happen.
You'll be shocked.
Let's see what's
I know you're not going to believe it, but you're actually being deeply shocked. You won't believe it. Anyway, I even make sure it's hard chicken, so people will not even be incentivized to be eating many. You won't be incentivized to eat. How many hard chicken? How many chew do you want to chew?
Don't worry, we'll be there.
Yes. Then I brought ice for the water.
What about drinks?
We drink. Look at me. You don't know as they go. You don't know what's
champagne.
going on.
Yes,
champagne. Hey. EFCC, please. I've seen who you're looking for. Sean, what?
You're celebrating.
No. I'm recognizing. I'm not celebrating I'm recognizing the day. Celebration is for when you are in a good economy. Anything you recognize.
Okay, nothing like champagne.
Oh my God.
This is not the plan I had for this evening.
Oh my God. Don't worry.
Me, I was thinking, hey, merriment, enjoyment. What's your birthday now? We're up.
It's meeting we're having. We're having a meeting of the minds, actually.
Okay, no.
I'm even going to play somber music so that everybody's mood would not be too high.
So from like what time? Like 4 p.m.?
That's too early. I think if you come at 7, because it's a work day, that means 8 o'clock. Everybody has gone home.
Like how?
Yeah. Let me tell you.
I'll be there at 3:30.
Oh, Jesus. I just want to be honest with you, okay? Because I decided to go with radical honesty these days.
They will open your door for me. That's actually... The thing about this whole thing is that you don't even have to be involved.
Yeah, that's
Once
true.
you see me inside the house, is that you? Welcome.
Unfortunately, there's some of my friends that everybody knows them. Neighbors, everybody knows who they are. So,
if you like.
But anyway, on this great day, I want to leave you guys with a few words.
Yes, let's have what you've learned in the last couple of hours that you've been older now.
Well, first things first, take your vitamins.
Very important.
It starts to show immediately the clock strikes midnight. Take your vitamins. The second thing is read books.
Okay.
Because if you want to be older and wiser,
okay,
it has to come from somewhere.
These are valid points.
Spending time with Fakemi won't take you there. The third thing is marry early to avoid insult. Because
Atijia.
I've really had a lot in the last
I've
couple
really
of...
prayed for you.
I've had a lot in the last few hours. So I want to encourage you, even if it's a fool, just follow him. Because it's better to divorce and start again than for it to be like nobody even picked you at all. You know, so I've gone through a lot in the last couple of hours, and I want to, those behind me, don't write any stupid dilemma. He doesn't clean his bum. You manage him. You manage, because what is on the other side of that is a lot.
That birthday prayer is too tough, because
no,
you're not wondering, is it prayer, is it insult?
It's
What?
both, actually. And
Just be
finally...
hearing God will do it so that someone will notice you.
Oh,
I
no.
said,
Finally get something doing. What I've noticed, particularly this year, is nobody has asked me for account number. So if you actually don't find something doing to make you money, you will die of hunger, because this year the only thing people have are prayers, suggestions, and advice. There is no gift for you. There is no gift. There's no gift. In fact, what people will do is they will regift you gifts that they don't like. You know, so with all that,
That's true, and I could have gifted you this shit.
yeah, a fool. With all that, Jola, what have you learned at 34? Nothing. There's nothing to learn. Let's just be going like that. Anything we see, we take it as it comes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
For your
so
well
much.
wishes.
Oh.
To all my fans, this is not the end. It's just the beginning. We'll keep going. Not for those listening, I pointed up and not down. And if you're looking for me tonight, after 9, by God's grace, I will be drunk, because I don't want to think about my life too much. So please call me before 7. Funny enough, this episode will be coming out after the birthday, so don't bother again. Thank you so much. One love.
What if they don't send you money?
Kuda Bank. Bye, guys.
Happy birthday to... Sing the rest.
This episode of I Said What I Said is brought to you by Carousel Networks. We are your hosts, Feikemi FK Abudu, and the birthday girl, Jola Jolz. Fantastic, one and only, amazing, beautiful, bombastic 34-year-old Ayeye.
Where are we now?
Our producer is not the birthday girl, Debbie Romeo. Our production associate, also not having a birthday, Oreoluwa Anibaba. Our social media manager, definitely no birthday, Remi Oluwole. Our cinematographer, not to my knowledge, does she even have a birthday, Divine Nabuko. Our audio engineer, maybe he shares a birthday with his wife, David Kenny. Camera assistant, she didn't shave her head today, so I know it's not a birthday. Abolade Oluyede. And our sponsors are Smirnoff Ice and The Difference She Makes, also not having a birthday. Bye, guys.